Welcome to No Rolls Barred Plays Blood on the Clock Tower. I'm John, your guest storyteller for this time, and joining me for this festive frenzy of Murder Dickensie, we have... I'm going to bring up Zoom so I can see all your faces. Adam!
Hello.
Sullivan!
Hello.
Ken!
Hiya.
Tom!
Hello.
Mara!
Hello.
Brooke!
Christmas!
Holly!
Hello! Ho ho ho!
Hell ho ho ho. I should have said hell ho ho ho. For fuck's
Very
sake,
good.
Tom.
Dan!
Bonjour, hi.
And and if I'm the idiot prince of Blood on the Clock Tower, we must meet the queen of Blood on the Clock Tower, my co-storyteller. It's not Ben, it's Carly!
Hello!
Which means Daddy Ben is playing, and I get to storytell. Welcome also Daddy Ben, who I'm going to crush.
Good luck with that, John.
Oh, I've got Carly, I don't need luck. I don't care what I do, she's going to kill you. As this is a Christmas episode, a special festive episode, as you can see from our lovely festive get-up, I would like to read you this from the Ravenswood Bluff Annals. It was the night before Christmas, and all through the town, none could foresee what was going to go down. Dan's in the town square, perfecting its look. Did someone say mash? Why, there's little Brooke. Ken's in the parlour, dealing out cards. Such games we will play when tomorrow is ours. The holly and the ivy, why, they are both full grown. But ivy's left this icy burg, now Holly's all alone. Adam's in his Yuletide best, singing with aplomb. And hark, a glorious Christmas tree. Oh, no, wait, that's Tom. Sully's puppet show, good lord, the crowd yell out for more. And if it isn't to your taste, just tweet El Fakeador. Ah, Laurie, with his lustrous beard, his gothic makeup true. But what's that playing on his phone? It's Crowded House, that's who. There's Mara playing D&D, her half-orc rogue, a sight to see, and overseeing all this joy from deep within his den. Having such a festive poo. It's only Daddy Ben. And so, we meet our lovely players residing in this bluff, completely unaware of all that nasty demon stuff. But we don't have to think on that. It's Christmas after all. And as we look upon the sky, a snow begins to fall. Soft and round and flaky white, and as we stare upon this sight, two strangers stagger into town, two sexy rogues of some renown. It's John and Carly, what a joy! We cannot wait to them employ to fix our clock, it's busted up, and these two hotties have the stuff, and so our Christmas day is saved. Our timepiece now will be engraved with J and C forevermore, a record of the time before the world was turned to fire and dust. But that's for later. Don't worry. Trust. And so the short day turns to night, and one by one out goes the light. Darkness falls across the town, a quiet place of no renown. We say good night, we've had enough. One last good day in Ravenswood Bluff.
Bravo.
Well done. That was good.
Excellent.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
Very good.
I love how the main thrust of the storyteller is we're really fit.
I only see one sexy rogue. Who's the other one?
Oh, Ken. Meow.
Get him, Ken. All right, it's nighttime, everyone. Please close your eyes, metaphorically and literally. So Carly sent me 4 scripts, and I picked what I thought was the most hideous one,
Yes.
which is Dealer's Choice. Do you want to tell us about Dealer's Choice, Carly?
Dealer's Choice is pretty great. One of the characters that we've yet to play on the channel that I think make it a whole lot of fun is the Atheist. The Atheist knows that demons aren't real, and that the way in which the players have to win is by killing their beloved storytellers, us. But what's really cool about the Atheist is even the threat of the Atheist is really important, because when the Atheist is in play, there is no evil characters. So if evil characters know that they are an evil character, they know an Atheist isn't in play. So it's kind of a gimme of a bluff.
Such a good bluff, isn't it, with the demons?
But the threat of the Atheist is also really strong, because the town as a whole have to decide to try to kill us if they believe it's an Atheist game. And if they do kill us and it's not an Atheist game, evil wins. And so we can either, as the storytellers, choose to put an Atheist in play, and we basically curate a situation in which players have to like live in fear and try to figure out that it's us controlling the show. Or we could have a drunk Atheist. That's always fun.
Oh my god.
Or
Hold on. Tell me about Drunk Atheist. What does that mean?
Yeah, so this is kind of what I'm leaning towards for this game, because I think what's really special, so we do have a drunk on this script, which is an outsider that thinks they're a townsfolk, which they're not. So a drunk atheist will genuinely believe they are the atheist, will try to convince the town that there is an atheist in play, but there will not be an atheist, there will be an evil team. Now, this can sound like a big gimme for the evil team, because there's an atheist who genuinely believes they're the atheist, but what's interesting is it helps the evil team because someone's a champion of the atheist world, but also because evil knows that there's no atheist in play, they usually try to push for an atheist world, and so a lot of times you'll see conflicting atheist bluffs that will come up with like a minion player or something like that. And so a drunk atheist can cause a whole lot of chaos. I'm here for it. So as a default in this script, we have 2 outsiders, and I'm definitely willing to make an atheist drunk one of them.
Love it. The outsiders were what most excited me about this script, to be honest.
Yeah.
They're so nasty.
They're very, very cool. So do we want to do a drunk atheist? Is that where we're headed?
My rule of thumb, my lodestar for how to choose anything is what is going to fuck with Daddy Ben the most.
Yeah, the hard part is we can't choose which role he'll get, but if he's the drunk atheist, like,
I mean, that would be perfect. But, I mean, what is going to make him... Because I think one danger of going for all these awesome roles is that he'll be like, oh, John's going to try and fuck with me. He'll put the worst ones in, and then he'll call it, and that'll be really annoying because he'll be right. So one option is to go as vanilla as possible and wrong foot him, and the other is just to go full chaos and be like, because it would be actually worse if we went vanilla and he predicted that. That would be terrible. So my rule of thumb is what's going to screw Daddy Ben over, or at least make him the most stressed. So whatever you think, based on that criteria.
I'm a champion to see what happens with the drunk atheist, because we could put an actual atheist on the script, but then they could win if they get us. As a group.
This way we can't die.
That's not fun. I want to have an evil team here. I think having an evil team is fun, and I would much rather see a good player have to contend with the fact of whether they're the atheist or not than just see an evil player push for it. I think you get a much more interesting world when that happens. So at the top we have Tom. Tom is our politician. Tom knows that if you're the player most responsible for his team losing, then you change alignments and win.
Tom is a fascinating choice for this character, because he's generally a fairly gentle, passive player.
Yeah, and
so this is going to force him
to be really, really strong will be interesting.
Yeah,
Adam
really
is
interesting.
Our monk. So we are familiar with the monk. It's a protective role that is safe from the demon in all aspects. And granted, this person is safe from the demon in their role. That is not just death. That can also help us out in other ways when the vigor is concerned. So that will be a really interesting role to see.
And he gets to choose one player every night to protect, but not
They're
himself.
safe from the demon.
Right?
And so that's the demon's full ability. So keep in mind, demons you kill keep their ability and poison one townfolk neighbor. So that protection can actually protect them against that ability of poisoning, potentially.
That's good.
But very temporarily, which can lead to chaos, especially with an atheist on the script.
Yes, interesting. Okay.
So Adam's role is bigger than just protecting from killing, for sure.
And we should say about the atheist, we can just make up anything. If this were an atheist game, which it isn't, we could just make up whatever we wanted.
Correct.
So any kind of chaos is going to lean towards an atheist game, which is great for us.
Next on the list, we have Ben, who is our fisherman. Once per game, he can come to us for advice. So maybe at night we can start to ponder what advice we might give him if he should come to us today, but we'll figure it out as we go.
It's so funny that he's got that role. The most experienced clock tower person ever asking us for advice.
Yeah, and I don't love that he has to ask you for advice.
Oh, I know.
What can I do to win, John?
Just be better, Ben. Just don't be
better.
shit. That's my advice.
Can't wait for you to tell him. Brooke is our balloonist. Every night, each night she will learn one player of each character type until there's no more types to learn. We can have a lot of fun with this. I think we should start with our atheist, almost certainly, because that will either paint the atheist as good or evil accordingly. Dan is the farmer. If Dan dies at night, a good player becomes a farmer. So if our fortune teller is getting too strong, they could literally become a farmer. Ken is our poisoner, so he'll pick someone's each day for their ability to malfunction. Mar is our fortune teller. If they will pick 2 players every night, and they'll learn if they pick the demon. However, a good player registers as the demon. Who do we want to have be our red herring? Brooke could be a good one with the balloonist.
Brooke could be good, because the balloonist is such a good one to bluff as evil, to build this false picture of the town.
And then Sullivan is our poor drunk atheist. Too good. And then last but not least, we have Holly, our demon, our vigor mortis, who can kill her own minions in order to basically poison their neighbor, and they get to keep their ability. So if Holly kills Ken, one of their neighbors, either a farmer or a fortune teller, will be poisoned. That is huge.
And he gets to keep poisoning, is that right?
Yeah. Only if Holly is the one who kills him, though.
Yeah, that's huge.
Make my wish come true. All I want for Christmas is to kill every night. I want to kill all of them.
Ken, as I'm sure you're aware, you are our delicious poisoner. Ken, your demon is Holly.
Oh, sick.
All
Very
right.
cool. Very cool.
We will be back to talk to you later.
No worries.
Hello, my dear Holly.
Hello.
Holly, you're just evil to the core, aren't you?
So evil.
Every
evil
single
to the
time.
core.
I love
So
it.
my first thought was shit, fuck, and then my second thought was ooh, and for the holidays. I love it so much.
We have some wonderful info for you. To
God,
start
yeah.
off, I'd like to let you know that your loyal minion is our dear Ken.
Oh, well, that's lovely. Awesome. Sweet.
And then your bluffs, you have Pixie,
Excellent.
Saint, a Holly favorite,
A Holly favourite.
and Librarian.
Librarian. Excellent. Cool.
Hello, our darling Ken. We are back for your selection. Who will be poisoned today?
Amazing. This is gonna sound mad, but I'm just gonna go with myself.
Okay. Thank you very much.
So then, Ken, what we need to do now is choose a person to poison and we'll make your power go wrong.
What's that?
That's not how it works. That's a little trick.
Ken, I love your madness, and we will see you later.
See you later.
You're an absolute psychopath, Ken. What are you doing?
This is delightful. Hi, I'm very pleased. I came here to have a very chill game, and I think I might be the only evil detecting role on the script, so I need to stay alive. That's fun.
No pressure. No pressure at all.
No pressure at all.
Where would you like to begin?
I would like to do the traditional thing of peeking at my neighbours, please. I'd like to check Sully and Ken. Thanks.
Okay. So you have picked Sullivan and Ken,
Correct.
and you learn a no.
Hey! Neither of them are the demon, or yay. I'm very pleased. But they might still
Alright.
be evil.
Okay. John, so we have an interesting decision to make. We have to give Brooke the first name. I'm thinking we go with Sullivan. I think that would be a reason to talk to Sullivan. I think that would be charming as heck because it is Sullivan, as well as because he's our drunk, and then we could maybe pick a townsfolk after that. Hello, my dear Brooke.
Oh, hello.
Hello, Brooke.
How are you doing, my dear?
Just floating high, or so I think.
All right. Well, are you ready for your first piece of info?
Oh, yes, please.
What name do you think I'm going to tell you, Brooke?
Is it Sullivan?
Yeah.
She's got it in one.
Start with the lovely little Sullivan.
That's your name. Don't wear it out.
The stone in my basket. Thank you.
Stone in your
The ballast to your balloon. Weighing you down day after day.
As always.
Best of luck.
Hello.
Hello, Sullivan. We were just wondering if you have any questions and wanted to see how you're doing, bud.
No, I think it's all good. I am a godless man, and hopefully the town can believe me.
Sounds good,
Hopefully
my dear.
this profoundly religious town will believe you.
Alrighty. Best of luck, Sully.
Thank you so much, everyone.
Good
Thank
luck.
you.
Bye.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another fine, festive day in the village of Ravenswood Bluff. We've all had a lovely slumber. We're all waking up refreshed on what will soon be Christmas morning, but that day has not come yet. Instead, the snow is falling lightly, and we all gather in the town square to behold our wonderful clock tower that has been repaired by your handsome clock tower repair people, Carly and John. And as you look up to see the chiming of the clock, what do you see but two gorgeous corpses strewn across the hands, their bodies torn and lacerated and ripped to shreds, which means only one thing can be true. Darkness is closing around the village of Ravenswood Bluff. One of you did this terrible deed, and the rest of you need to find out who did it, who their accomplices are, and just what the hell is going on, so you can save Christmas, and more importantly, avenge those two hot clockmakers. All right, the game is afoot. Get at it.
Okay. So, Ken, which of the two demons are you claiming to be this game?
Oh, you'll find out what I'm claiming in a second.
I've got good news, everybody.
Good news, everyone.
Please don't.
Those clockmakers weren't killed by any demon, because I don't believe in God at all. I am an atheist. Feel free to kill me, but I am an atheist. We
Okay.
have an atheist game on our hands.
Just be aware, though, that Sullivan, you could just be the drunk.
I could also be the drunk. Either way, feel free to kill me.
I might be
Hooray!
drunk, but God isn't real.
That's all I've got to say on the matter.
So, Sullivan, you got drunk and didn't see God.
Well, I don't know if I got drunk or not. I just know that I have an atheist token in front of me. That's all I can say.
Oh, Sullivan, you're going to be the focal point of this whole thing. That's so great.
I don't know if
Well,
you
then
will.
that might
Christmas.
be. That could be a way we could work out what demon we have. Right, is the amount of outsiders if it's not an atheist game. So one of the ways we can work out, I mean, it could be an atheist game. We'll just have to consider that later on in the game. But I think we should ignore that for now. And one of the ways that we might know if we've got a Fangu or a Vigor Mortis game is based on the amount of outsiders we have. So although outsiders may want to stay hidden because potential Fangu, it might be something later on in the game we can use to work this game out, I reckon.
There's also a bunch of hidden outsiders on this script.
Yeah.
Yep,
A
there's
mutant won't
Yeah,
out, a
there
damsel won't out, a politician might not, a drunk
Mutant.
doesn't
Oh,
know.
that's what I was going to ask. I was going to ask that question. With an atheist, because I've only played with one once, if another win rule is met, so for example, if a minion comes out and well, there wouldn't be a minion. I'm trying to think of an example. Killing a saint. If a saint is killed, do good still lose?
Yep, because we're all good, and the saint dies, and your team loses. So, in that instance,
Right.
we would all lose, yeah. So, Sullivan is either the atheist, an evil player who's lying, or the drunk who thinks they're an atheist.
Oh, gosh.
Indeed.
Sully, which
Or-
are you?
It could be
As far as I know, I'm the atheist. I could be still the drunk. Feel free to kill me today, because that to sort of somewhat eliminate the evil player lying.
Oh, we're
Yes.
definitely going to kill you.
We will.
Yeah.
Sully,
yeah,
do you
definitely kill me.
promise? Do you promise you're the atheist?
But I promise that I've been given the atheist token. I cannot promise that I'm not drunk.
Sullivan,
as always.
it's Christmas.
Oh, it
Come
is
on,
Christmas.
It's the festive season.
I promise I am the atheist.
All right,
Oh,
Sully.
Oh,
no.
we believe you.
Oh, he's gonna be drunk. Oh no.
Mom, I didn't want an atheist for Christmas. I did not want an atheist for Christmas. I asked not to have an atheist for Christmas. There we go. Thanks, Mom.
Holly,
Okay.
do you want to go for a chat?
Yeah, of course. Where do you want to go?
Potion shop, let's go. What do you reckon
Yes.
to Sullivan's claims of ungodliness?
I don't know yet. I mean, I was expecting we might have somebody come out as an atheist day one, but I think until we can see if things are going wrong or not, we won't be able to tell. That's how I feel about it. How do you feel about it, Ben?
I don't know, to be honest.
Okay.
Quite frankly, I was I kind of expected the rules say that you have to hand out characters randomly, and that's what I do. But I don't necessarily believe that John would obey that rule, and I'm
How
a bit
fucking
surprised.
dare you, Ben?
Oh my god, he's right there!
How fucking dare you? I'm going to be following you like a fucking bad smell, Ben. I'm going to follow you around this
Do you want me
game.
to leave so you guys could just have it out?
No,
I
it's all
wanna-
good,
I wanna
it's
see
all
whatever
good.
Ben
I need a
does.
witness.
Okay.
Yeah, I kind of feel like I'm surprised I'm not evil, honestly.
But Ben,
Oh,
it's
okay,
random.
It is
it's
random.
Ben.
Yeah, it is random when a competent person does it, John.
Okay. So are you saying Ben, because you're not evil,
He's saying
you
I'm
think it's more
cheating.
likely to be an
Yeah,
atheist game?
I know. I can't unknow this. This is the thing. Like, it feels fishy.
It feels fishy.
It
Well,
does.
You can. I mean, you have to consider your social vibes, but again, don't die with the meta. Let's not go for this day one.
It
Let's
is
not
not.
go
Yeah,
for this
it's
day
not.
one.
It's not a good strategy to just go around guessing what we think John would do.
Yeah, it's not a good strategy.
You can try.
Because also,
Good
John
luck
is
getting in
being
my head.
babysat by Carly. Carly has got good ownership of this, I think, as well. So I
That's
think
true,
wouldn't
yeah.
I wouldn't let John do anything really stupid.
Carly wouldn't let John greasy it all up.
No.
You enjoy yourself, Ben, you piece of shit. See what happens. See what happens.
Right, okay.
Aye.
Hey, Ken. This is your opportunity to tell me that I am your marionette, if I am.
I won't be doing that, unfortunately. But
Cool.
I will
That's
be
good.
revealing what I am in a town square soon. Do you want a sneak peek?
Maybe. I was just going to tell you that I know you're not the demon, unless Sully's doing the biggest brain play ever, or I'm specifically your marionette, or I'm the drunk. But I know you're not the demon, so you can infer from that I am the fortune teller.
Yes. Nice.
Yeah.
Well, great. I am.
But you say great. I picked you and Sully, and then immediately realised it's a marionette script, and went, "Oh,
Oh shit! Yeah, that's true.
that was a mistake." But
Speaking of
then you came out
neighbours.
as atheist, and I believe you, so this is fine.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello. I just wanted
Hello.
you to know that I've got your relationship, me, for Christmas.
Oh, thank you, Adam.
And look, we're in a cathedral. We could get married officially as a throuple.
No, not on Christmas. No, maybe atheist Christmas, but not Christmas. Yes.
Jesus
Adam, who
was
are
in a
you?
thruple, wasn't he? That's all very
Yeah,
Christmassy.
pretty certain. I mean,
Well,
Mary
it's the
was.
Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, but
Mary was the original thruple.
Mary was in a throuple, wasn't she?
I mean, I guess
God
Jesus
and
is
Joseph.
a thruple, right? The Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. He's
Well,
a
Yeah,
thruple.
they're
he
not
is a-
all like, interested in each other sexually. I hope. I don't know.
Well, I mean, one of them's a father and son, so hope not.
I
but
hope
who
not.
knows?
Holy Ghost is fit, though.
Okay, Dan, shall we go to the campfire?
I'd love to go to the campfire.
Sounds toasty.
It's lovely and warm and roaring.
It's beautiful. I can see the moon.
Ah, through the smoke.
Through the smoke, yeah. It's a smoky moon.
It is. It really is. How are you?
More to the point, Dan, how are you, and what can I do to help you?
Emotionally or within the context of the game?
Oh, the Holy Ghost is fucking everyone.
Oh, you'd fuck the Holy Ghost, wouldn't you?
Hey, who's turning down the Holy Ghost? Nobody's gonna. If the Holy Ghost came to you and said, "I want to have sex with you," of course you're saying yes.
Of course you are.
Saying yes.
Of course you are.
How would you? It's a ghost or a bird.
or-
Those are your options.
It'd be safe.
A ghost or a bird?
A ghost or a bird? What?
Yeah, that's
What's
the
that?
Holy Spirit.
You wanna fuck a-
Those are the
what?
iterations.
It's a
Holy
bird.
Spirit. It's
Is that a
either
Catholic
bird.
thing?
Yeah,
I don't
want
want to fuck. I don't want to fuck a bird.
I don't
Which
wanna fuck a
bird? Which bird? If it's a
I think it's
robin, maybe.
Other than that, Ben, is there anything else you want to discuss? I want to sit on who I am at the moment.
Okay,
if
I was
that's
going to say I'm up for a hard claim, but if you want to keep that vague, that's fine with me. I'll tell you something though, Holly.
keep it vague.
During this conversation, I actually gave you a clue as to what character I am. So you can
did?
you go enjoy that. No, literally,
You told me you were good.
No, some of the words I chose to use have actually told you what character I am. So I hope you were paying attention.
Oh God, a little present, a little gift for me to unravel in the night. Okay, cool. Thank you very much, Ben. I'll work it out.
Oh yeah, I would fuck a robin.
You'd
definitely.
fuck a robin. Oh, absolutely.
We'd all fuck a robin or a parrot or an emu.
a parrot. Yeah, absolutely. Or a condor.
Or a condor, yeah.
You'd fuck a condor.
In a cathedral, for goodness sake.
Yeah, I mean, you'd fuck a seagull, sure.
Oh, you'd fuck a seagull? Yeah, of course you'd fuck a seagull or a pigeon.
Yeah, or a flamingo.
Pigeon, yeah.
You'd fuck a flamingo.
Yeah.
Or
I
a
wouldn't
finch.
fuck a bird.
I think the conversation has gone off the rails. Adam, who are you?
I'm the monk, fuck it.
You're going to come out in public? What on earth could you be?
Oh, should I tell you now, or should I just do it in public?
Tell me now, because I think it's funny. Are you the librarian who's seen Sully's the drunk?
No, it's
Okay.
I'm the goblin.
Oh, okay. So, cool. Yes, you're the goblin. I 100% believe that you're the goblin. 100%.
Yes, I am the goblin. I'll be telling everyone in town square.
Yeah. So either I mean, you know this. Either you're the goblin, or you've been made mad you're the goblin.
I don't.
Or you're just being Ken,
I'm
but you're the goblin. Yeah.
Completely rule out the first one. Completely rule out the first one. I am the goblin.
Yes. Okay. Good. I look forward to dealing with this nonsense in town.
Yep.
Who are you?
I'm the monk. Fuck it. Why not?
The monk.
Merry Christmas.
Nice. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
All
I'm the monk.
this bird talk. Ridiculous.
Bill Brook, who are you?
I'm the balloonist.
Oh, so we have another outsider.
Nice.
Very good.
So,
Or, of
okay.
course, it's an atheist game, in which case we have however many outsiders Carly deems necessary.
Oh, I really hope that we can start getting like the presumably crazy info that will be coming our way, and I'm looking forward to that.
I'd fuck a toucan, but I wouldn't fuck a bird.
Oh, fuck a toucan.
Yeah,
I'd fuck a bird. I'd fuck a toucan, yeah. Fuck a penguin. You're fucking a penguin. We're all fucking a penguin here.
I'm just sort of quite happy to chill back and see what plays out over the first little bits. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling fine. I want to know how I can help you.
I'm so intrigued by the wording of that. I don't know how you can help me.
Well, what do you need?
I need I'd like to stay alive.
I can help you stay alive.
I don't know. Okay. There's something about this which is both comforting and also terrifying. I really would just like to stay alive for just I think a little bit. I don't want to die. I don't want to be executed. How can I help you?
You've already helped me, Dan, by telling me what you need.
Okay, good. I think you're doing some lovely door-to-door there.
Oh, what? You think a penguin's going to fly away? No way.
They'd be slippery. It would be a disaster. I'm just saying.
It would be a chilly bone, Sullivan.
It would be.
Sullivan out there on a Friday night, pick-upping a penguin.
No.
For fucking this penguin.
Hello.
Hello. Oh, I've just had a really annoying conversation with Ken. How are you?
Yeah, good. Thanks. Yourself?
I'm really good. I don't think I've ever played with you before, Ben. I've played in games you've run, but I've never played with you.
Well, this is my first time playing for Neural's Bard. So yeah, it doesn't surprise me. I think this is a lot of people's first game with me playing.
Yeah. What do you want to do? I know you're a fan of the classic 1-for-1.
I'm up for a 1-for-1 if you are, because I think that there's a very good chance that this is an atheist game, personally. But I'm open to being convinced otherwise.
I don't think Sully's evil, because I don't think Sully would make that play as an evil.
Yeah, it is very bold, isn't it? I think
but
I think that Sully,
drunk.
Yeah, I think he genuinely believes he's the atheist. I don't think he's an evil player.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you, I'm the fortune teller. I forgot that it was a marionette script and checked my neighbours, and got a no.
Do you fear Sully being astray with a penguin, Lilbrook? I want you to say it out loud that is something you're concerned about.
Yeah.
Well, it depends on the type of penguin, because
What do you
feel
mean?
like I could fight.
Like an emperor penguin?
You'd
fuck an emperor penguin, but you wouldn't fuck a penguin.
Yeah. You would fuck a penguin.
No.
What if Adam was dressed as a penguin? Would that be okay?
No, none of this is okay.
So if I'm wearing a tuxedo, I can have sex with Sully.
Adam's wearing a tuxedo. Adam can have sex with me. Is that all right?
No,
I feel like I should leave.
No.
Yeah, get out of here, John.
Yeah, I've stepped into something very uncomfortable. I was hoping you'd be playing Blood in the Clock Tower. You're doing something else. I'm off.
No.
Hey.
Here we go. What are you?
Sorry?
Are you the Vig?
I'm the Vig, yeah. I'm the Vig.
I thought so.
So, what are you?
I'm a poisoner, but get this. I've poisoned myself. I'm going to claim Goblin Town Square as soon as Nom's open.
Ooh. Okay,
I'm going to self-nom and claim. Gonna pivot to Sarah-madding myself. Not Sarah-madding. I'm going to pivot to Sarah-mad that I'm a Goblin. If I claim Goblin in Town Square, people are going to think I'm Sarah-mad that I'm a Goblin. And I poison myself in case there's a mathematician. But Mara is the fortune teller, and I'm going to poison her throughout the game because I think she's probably one of the only things that you want to poison on this script. So don't kill her.
So the other thing that's a problem is my three bluffs are Pixie, Saint, and Librarian.
That's fine.
So I was going to potentially go Saint because I like going Saint.
Yeah, that's good.
You know me.
That's good.
But it means that equally you could end up being a librarian who's seen me as a saint.
Yep, I can do that when I'm mad.
Yeah, exactly. Or you can pixie it up if you want. But
yep.
Yeah.
I
because
basically
also Two Outsiders makes it look more like an Atheist game as well.
Yep. That sounds legit.
And I'm hoping they'll still be too scared to know me.
Yeah, so don't kill me at any point because I'm going to be claiming Goblin for a while.
Okay, I won't. Just try and survive, Ken. I'll kill you night 3 or 4 or something.
I don't think you need to kill me because, because I can poison my neighbour anyway. You can leave me alive.
In this conversation, you just told me you were the Goblin over
Yes,
again,
and
right?
you're just like, I've done exactly the same to Mara. She knows I'm the Goblin. I'm going to claim it.
Alright, okay. I'm going to go back to the village, thank you.
Yeah, great.
Thank you, Ken. That's awesome.
Great.
Is there anything you'd like to tell me about who you are? Because if I know who you are, then I can help you better.
No. Not immediately.
No?
I'd like to keep that stum for a little bit.
Okay. Keep it close to your chest.
Just for now. Just, maybe later.
Yeah, maybe later. And if you get worried, just remember I've got my eye on you.
Oh, God. Okay, thank you.
I don't know what you're talking about, John. We're talking strategy here.
Talking about fucking penguins, I don't like it.
Yeah. Would you? We're saying, would you have
the-
sex with the Holy Ghost, John? Would you have sex with the Holy Ghost?
Of course I would. I'm not an
Of
idiot.
course you would. Of course you would.
Well, of course you would. Of course you would. Now,
I do have the question of how, though.
Well, that's difficult. Some people
Isn't
claim
it
to have had sex with
incorporeal?
ghosts.
Okay, I'm the fisherman.
Oh, nice.
You're the only person I'm going to tell that to. I'm going to lie to everybody else. Holly didn't want to do a swap with me, so Holly doesn't get to know that. But you do.
I'm going to tell you as well, just so you're ready for it. In Town Square in a bit, Ken is going to claim Goblin. So,
Of course he is.
So either he's the Goblin, mad that he's the Goblin, or being Ken. And there's no way of knowing which is which.
Brooke here was saying that in Catholicism, sometimes the Holy Ghost is depicted as a bird. So would you...
Yeah.
Like a fit bird?
I think it's a fit bird,
It's a regular bird.
Oh, it's the Holy Ghost.
It's a dove. It's a dove. It carries a laurel in its mouth. Sometimes it's a candle. Okay.
So it's fucking
Not
fit,
just-
mate.
Candle? You wouldn't fuck a candle. You'd fuck a flashlight,
candle.
but you wouldn't fuck a
You
candle.
know what? I'm gonna head back to. I'm gonna.
I'll
let
leave you pro
settle
players
this.
to
You
it.
fucking
See you
light
soon.
bulb. Fucking light bulb.
How are you doing?
Oh, more to the point, Holly. How are you doing?
Doing well. I'm doing well. How are you doing, Tom?
Oh, if you're doing well, then I'm doing well.
Okay. All right. That's quite scary.
It's not.
what could you
Why do
be?
people keep saying this is scary? Well, okay. If you're feeling scared, tell me how I can help you.
I think in this game, the thing I'm most scared about is people not believing me late game. That's what I'm
I
scared
believe you, Holly. I will always believe you.
about. Okay. That's good. That's good. That's good to know. What are you? What are you? What are you? What
I'm
are
a
you
good
hinting at?
person. I'm a good person.
Good
honey.
person? Okay.
And I'm here to help you. Tell me how I
Okay.
can help you.
Okay, I think if you're a monk, I would leave me be. How else could you help me? I think.
So you're telling me
leaving-
that you want to die.
I don't. Yeah. Well, I don't want saving in the night.
You don't want saving in the night. Okay.
No,
well, if
thank
that's
you.
what you want, then I'm here to help you get what you want.
You'd fuck a lighthouse.
Yeah, yeah.
No.
I
How?
asked
What
for
would
a
you
candle.
Little Brooke, what was
would you
your
wear?
what was your name, Little Brooke?
My name?
Yeah, what was the name you were
Name
given
that
as a
you were given.
balloonist?
Oh, it was Sullivan.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh,
Yeah.
that could be
so we'll see.
useful later on.
Yeah.
Yes, we'll see.
Oh,
Either that.
we have 1 minute.
Yes, I'm gonna head back to the village and see if I can chat to someone who isn't interested in fucking birds. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye. Thank God she's gone.
Oh, thank God we can finally talk about the birds we really would fuck. Fuck a blue tit.
Hello, Ben. How does it
Hello.
feel to be playing?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. My first game as a player on Neuro's Bard. I'm excited. A bit disappointed that I'm not evil. Gotta be honest. Feel like that's my stronger role, but alas, was not to be.
Yeah. Alas, that's exactly what Evil Ben would probably say, though. It's always
Yeah.
tricky.
That is true. I mean,
but-
to be honest with you, based on the way Sullivan acted at the start of day one, I kind of read him as well. Actually, you're probably the best person to ask for this, right? Did that seem legit to you?
That seemed. I think he's either atheist or drunk.
Yeah,
I don't
agree.
think he's evil.
I think he
but
sincerely
it's-
thinks he's the atheist.
Yes, which is adorable and very misguided. So we'll see.
Welcome back, friends. At this time, you guys can continue to talk amongst yourselves. I'll let you guys obviously chat, but nominations are open.
Okay, I nominate myself.
Okay.
Here it comes, people.
Alright.
You ready? Give me a
So
G.
annoying.
Give me an O.
Ken has nominated Ken.
I'm the goblin. I'm the goblin. Kill me so we can win the game. We being the evil team.
Okay.
Is there a reason that we
Right.
wouldn't?
That's, okay.
Any defense?
Nope.
All
Let's do
right.
it.
Any other relevant information before we run this vote?
Pertinent information. Either he is the goblin, in which case don't vote for this, or he's been made mad that he's the goblin, in which case he might be a powerful rogue. Or he's just Ken, in which case kill him.
Oh, if he has been made mad by a Serenovis, that would indicate an evil team, in which case I'm the drunk. So
That's exactly
yeah,
what I
we
was
do-
thinking.
Yeah, so
Or
that is good info.
Or Ken was visited in the night by rogue storytellers and
Oh.
said and just lied to.
And
They
lied
can
to.
do it.
Yeah.
They can make
Yeah,
they
yeah,
can make up
that-
any
that-
fucking thing.
They absolutely can. Yep,
That
they
is
absolutely can.
accurate.
Yes.
I'm going to start the vote. It is 5 votes required. All right. In 3, 2, 1. It'll be starting with Mara.
Yes, get 5 on this, please. I am the goblin.
Do we
Why,
want to?
why are we voting
I
for
am
this,
not
please?
a coward.
It doesn't make
Because
know
I'm
why
not a
we're voting-
coward.
why we'd be
Okay, fine.
voting
I'm not
for
a
this,
coward.
'cause I'm not a coward.
Not a coward.
3 is
not a
not
Christmas coward.
enough. Ravenswood Bluff can not nominate nor be nominated today. Any other nominations?
Hey yo, Holly and Tom, what the fuck was that?
Yeah, what the fuck, man?
Live free or die hard, guys. That's how it works.
If Ken is the goblin, there is only one other evil player. It can't be me and Tom.
That's true.
So that world doesn't work either. I just like chaos, and Ken like claiming goblin is great. I want to
Cool.
go for it.
Neato.
Yeah.
I'm going to nominate myself as well.
Sullivan is nominating Sullivan. Sullivan, what would you like to say?
Well, I have been given the atheist token. That is all I know. I don't know whether I'm drunk, and people might suspect me of being evil. So to try and at least somewhat remove that suspicion, it's always potentially an evil player just killing themselves. But these are all good minions to keep around, so it would be unlikely that it's a minion just trying to offer themselves like this. Just to sort of somewhat remove that suspicion, kill me now, and then we can hopefully work out whether I'm drunk or whether I am actually the atheist, and that could be easier on people's minds.
Any defense before we start the vote?
Don't do it! I don't mean it! Don't listen to him! He just doesn't believe in God, you see. It's not his fault. It's not his fault.
If there's no God, there's no afterlife. This is all there is.
Oh no. There's God no
Righty.
Christmas.
Pertinent
Our
info.
majority is still
What, Pagan
5,
Festival
starting,
Christmas?
Oh,
I don't think we
many
should vote for
gods.
this.
Starting the vote with Holly
You don't?
in
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
I don't think
why
we should
then?
vote for this because Sully's reading Socially Good to me, and I think he
Yeah.
sincerely believes he's the atheist. He may be the drunk. Also, if Ken really is the goblin, then if Sullivan's evil, he has to be the demon, and there's absolutely no way he nominates himself on day one as the demon.
Yeah,
I don't think he's evil. I
this
just
is
think
true.
he's a distraction.
Well, we have voted, and 4 is not enough. Sullivan is off the chopping block for today.
Yeah, I don't think Sully is the atheist because I am the goblin, so it can't be both in the game.
I thought that might be your pertinent info, Ken.
If you're a good player, Ken, I'ma lose my mind.
Oh, if Ken's the demon, I'd be so annoyed, but I don't think he's a demon. I've got reason to believe he's not.
Adam nominates Dan.
Oh.
Adam has nominated Dan. Adam, what is your accusation?
I just want to hear from Dan. Hello, Dan.
Hi, everybody.
And
I think we should kill
Hello.
you.
I would like that to not happen today, please. Because
Why?
I'm quite useful, you see. So I'd like to get another night out of the way, if I could.
How
Please.
useful? On a scale of 1 to 5.
4.
That's useful.
4?
That's very useful.
Yeah,
bloody
well, that's
hell,
it.
that's
Quite
useful.
useful, you see.
That's good.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
And you shouldn't read into
Alright,
anything that
then.
I can only count as high as 4. That's just...
Well, that's all right. Okay, I'm gonna vote for you anyway.
Oh, no,
All
please
right.
don't kill me.
Any other relevant
Please don't.
information before we get this vote started?
Yeah,
All right.
leave Dan
And we'll-
alone.
Thanks, Tom.
Dan's a good guy. Leave him alone.
The nomination is for Dan. We need 5 votes to put Dan on the chopping block, and we're starting the vote with Ken in 3, 2, 1.
Well, I'm a goblin, so I must vote off a powerful player.
This means a lot, everybody.
We could, I mean, I know this is a bit non-standard, but we could kill no one. And if it really is an atheist game, we force the
2
storytellers
is
to...
not enough.
Coming from you, Daddy Ben.
Exactly.
Every time we do this, you rinse us in your little powwow with Laurie or Tom.
Oh, it's really important to not let the demons choose
What
who
are these
dies.
guys
It's-
doing? They're not
it's also-
nominating nobody.
That's what an atheist does to you.
Last call for
That's what a
nomination.
filthy heathen can bring to the
Yeah.
table.
It is pretty harsh with a cannibal in the script not to execute. I'll say that
That's
much.
true, actually, yeah.
Giving you bit of advice here.
I'm
even though
happy.
evil.
I'm happy to leave it for a day. I'm happy to.
I think we should take a pot shot.
Why don't I kill you, Ken?
Any other nominations?
Is there anyone
I've-
here who is the librarian? Cool. That's the
Neat.
one that might not mind dying.
Last chance for nominations, or I'll bring the day to the close in about 30 seconds.
I'll nominate myself.
Mara has... There's a lot of self-nomination today. Mara has nominated Mara. Mara, what is your accusation?
I don't necessarily want me to be the person that dies, but I've only told a couple of people my role, and I've lied to some people. So if there's a cannibal, this would be worth it. If anyone's heard of a cannibal, then vote for this. If not, then I shouldn't die.
Has there been talk of a cannibal?
I
I feel like that was... We've just had some talk of a cannibal. Yeah.
Has anyone heard of a cannibal on their travels?
Well, the only conversation of a cannibal we had was that it would be cruel to a cannibal to not kill someone. That's literally it.
But no other talk.
Yeah,
No,
no
not
one's
that I've
claimed a
heard.
cannibal.
Yeah.
All
I think
right.
they would at this stage, but we don't have to kill. It's Christmas.
It is Christmas.
It's Christmas.
10 seconds, Ravenswood Bluff.
Cool. In that case, don't bother killing me.
Alrighty. We're running the vote.
Yep.
In 3, 2, 1, starting with Sullivan for Mara. Go.
You know what? Let's just not kill. Let's just play this Christmassy.
No,
and the storytellers won't kill. Demon won't kill. We're fine.
Right.
0 votes is not enough. Any other votes before we bring this day to a close?
Ben nominates Holly.
Ben has nominated Holly. Ben, what is your accusation?
Had a conversation with Holly, and Holly read a little bit evil to me in that conversation. I know that's not really much to go on, so I'm not going to be offended if you don't vote, but yeah, I've got a bad feeling about you, Holly. Despite your obviously Christmassy name, I feel like you're actually you've got the sting of the Holly without the wonderful familial connotations of it.
Just the spikes. Just the spikes.
And Holly, your defense?
I know exactly why I read that way to you, Ben. This is a terrible kill. It's a really, really bad kill. I really don't want to say why right now. Do not vote for this, whatever you do.
All right. Ben nominated Holly, starting with Tom, and it's 5 votes to put Holly on the block.
I want the record to show that Holly is a good person. I trust Holly.
All right.
Mara's hand shot up.
I think
my hand's been up for every vote apart from my own.
Okay.
So
are you?
2 is not enough.
Are you blank Nick by any chance? Are you jolly old blank Nick?
Who the hell is Fisherman Nick?
Jolly old Fisherman Nick. The story is true.
Nick the balloonist.
Jolly old poison Nick.
I don't want to say anything right now.
All right.
Okay, I think we should just go to sleep at this point. I don't think we're going to get
Do we have any final nominations? Ravenswood Bluff.
Fisherman.
The fisherman's coming. He's got a hook.
With that, no one today
He's
will
brought
be
you a fish.
no one will be executed today, and I will be sending you all to sleep.
Wow, what a first day!
What a first day! Them believing Sully is it could be a rough one. Obviously Ben pointing out that and putting Holly on the block the first day.
Holy shit! My heart was in my
I
mouth, but
know.
she dealt with
I
it
know.
very well.
I was like, this is because it is Vigor Mortis is a really, really good role. But it also doesn't have the flexibility of Fangu in terms of being able to jump around. So this could be pretty hard for Holly and Ken if they can't think of a bluff to handle it.
Yeah, I think Holly's pretty clearly gone with Saint, which I think will last her quite a while.
Yeah, especially given the fact that we expect a lot of outsiders with a possible Fangu world, or because of us messing with them.
I think they're still sus on Atheist. I don't think they've completely switched it off yet. Ben's definitely flip-flopped on it. So I think some early lucky pot shots, but because they didn't have the confidence to go through them, I think we're still okay.
Yeah, I think so too. But do you want to start with Ken and see who he wants to poison?
Let's do it. Ken, it is now time for you to decide who you want to give you a little tasty glass of poisoned eggnog to.
Oh yes, I'm gonna give it to Mara. Some nice eggnog for Mara.
Hello, Adam.
Bless you, my children.
It is a cold and snowy night, but someone is in need of your monkly protection. Who will it be?
Going to be the monk on their back. So I nominated Dan to try and get someone to out themselves in the town to say I'm important, so that I'd have someone to actually monk protect who the demon might go for. Holly came out sort of at the last minute, but I think we successfully either told the town that she was Saint or she's evil. I think she might be evil. But Dan, please. Dan said he was a 4 out of 5, which is very important.
Okay, so you are choosing to monk protect Dan.
Amen.
All right, amen, brother, amen. So Dan's quite good play of becoming demon fodder has backfired because he's going to be consistently protected by the monk and not die.
Correct. Yeah, and so, but he might not be poisoned have that effect impact his ability right now, but he's also safe from death, which means his ability can't trigger, which can't prove anything about Dan either.
Yes. Good point.
Dan is kind of hoping to die, while Adam was like, "Ooh, I'll protect Dan." Dan was trying to bait the demon because he wanted to showcase that he was indeed the farmer. Now he won't have that opportunity either.
Yeah, interesting.
But we will see who Holly picks. That is
Let's
our
see
next
who
stop.
H-Bomb picks. To
I know.
Holly. We come bringing tidings of bad joy, which is rather good for you, because we're in opposite land and you're bad, so that's good.
Yeah,
which I think is bad.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Clear?
Yeah.
Pretty clear, I think.
Now, who do you want to murder?
I think Tom's the monk. I think Adam could be our cannibal. Sully's the drunk. Ben is worrying me. Ben's read me for Phil straight away. I'm going to go for Adam, please.
All right. Thank you, Holly.
Thanks, Holly.
No problem.
Oh, it's a fantastic move. Okay.
That is great for us. So we actually will knock out our monk. I won't mark it yet until the day when we announce his death. But essentially, our safety for our farmer is going to be removed, which won't be nearly as relevant yet, but it will have big implications for the future, because no one will ever be able to be protected by Adam.
Yes, that's great.
And keep in mind, there's a vigor mortis on this script, so Adam could be the demon, or a minion to the town, potentially read as a minion that was kept vigor killed. And so as they play that outsider dance, Adam doesn't necessarily look like he's in the clear. He could be definitely a part of an evil world that is built still.
100%.
The next thing we have is Mara, who is poisoned. So we get to make the decision there, because we can still tell Mara something true. So if Mara picks either Brooke or Holly, we can still read it as a yes if we'd like to. Hello, Mara. Good evening.
Hi.
Sorry, you caught me mid-puzzle. Hello.
Hello.
But which puzzle, Mara? Is it the puzzle of Blood on the Clock Tower?
No, I was yes, but also
Side
a separate puzzle.
Side puzzle. When you're so good at Clock Tower, you can just do an extra puzzle on the side. The game's
That's
already
pretty
solved,
badass.
Mara. Yeah. Mara, which two people would you like to check tonight?
I would love to check Adam and Ben, please. The opposite side of the circle.
Okay. You have chosen Adam and Ben, and you get a yes.
I thought I might. Thank you.
No problem.
Thank you, Mara. Oh, so good.
I know. Okay, so so Adam is going to turn up dead.
Yes.
Ben is going to immediately look fairly suspicious. So it does look pretty suspicious for Ben, or Ben might end up pushing for an atheist world where we could tell Mara just about anything.
Yes. Oh, that would be so good. You know what my dream would be, Carly? My dream would be if Ben pushes hard for an atheist game and convinces everyone to vote, and then it's not.
I think
he loses.
my favorite thing would be Ben nominating us. I do think that would be
so
super
good.
satisfying. We are impartial in sense that we can't just play for Team Evil, but does it feel good to root against Ben? Yes, it does.
Oh, 100%. I'm not impartial at all.
Wonderful.
I want him dead.
No. Alrighty, so we had the last one we have is our balloonist. So this is a bigger decision.
Yes. So we've told Brooke Sullivan. Should we give Brooke townsfolk next?
I'm inclined to, and I'm inclined to maybe go for Adam, because Adam is going to be dead, and he could look like a minion in that case. He could be easily painted as the vigor killed minion.
Yes, that would be a good move for a vigor.
So I think, especially because Brooke was talking to Sullivan and Adam yesterday, and also they all hard claimed accurately to each other. Okay. They all said their roles. So I think at this point, giving her reason to not believe both of them outright is a good decision.
And on top of that, it will make Daddy Ben look worse if she thinks it's a townsfolk that she's getting from Adam.
For sure.
Hello, Brooke.
Hello.
How are you feeling up in your balloon on your high horse?
Well, a high balloon. Horses can't. I'd imagine they'd be afraid of heights. They get spooked.
Canonically in this, you're on a horse in a balloon. Just so you know.
That makes sense. And Sullivan is the rock in the balloon. Good. Yes. Just keeping the
universe. Makes a lot of
nice
sense. But from up on your horse in the balloon, you see a player, and the player that you see is Adam.
Okay. Thank you.
Good morning, Ravenswood Bluff. You rise and shine with a spring in your step, the morning sun bright on your eyes, and you walk into the lovely Christmas village square. You see the large tree, you see a big bandstand ready to play, and then, what's that? Underneath the beautiful dead bodies of John and Carla, you see another corpse added to the pile. And you see tinsel stuffed down their throat so hard it comes out of their arse, so you could basically use it as dental floss. And the corpse that has been so brutally and yet festively destroyed is the corpse of Adam.
Oh, cheers.
I knew you wouldn't kill me, John. You can't kill me. You need me.
I'll never tell.
So, what were you?
I was the monk.
Oh dear.
Why?
Who'd you protect?
Dan.
Interesting.
Why?
Just wondering. It's just this is feeling very atheisty to me.
What's making it feel atheisty?
Ken's goblin claims were either he was made mad, or he was an actual goblin. Goblin?
A
An actual goblin. Actual goblin trying to seem mad. But either way, yeah, it just didn't feel sincere to me. There's just a vibe in this game that something's a little bit off.
So I nominated Dan just to try and get someone to come out and say, "Don't kill me, I'm useful," just to try and draw a demon kill. But me dying, I don't know. That's pretty powerful to take straight out of the game by storyteller decision. But I don't know. I could definitely see Sullivan being a sober atheist.
If this is an atheist game, it's not a powerful role at all. In fact, it's a useless one to them because there's no demon that you can protect them from. So really, they want to keep around the characters that are going to get info so they have a control over the game's narrative. So Monk dying night 2 just makes me think it's even more likely to be an atheist game.
Brooke.
Yes?
I have a question for you.
What's your question?
How can I help you?
How can you help me?
Yeah.
Well, physically, I'm looking for a hot sauce that isn't too hot, that has a little bit more chipotle, but that's Brooke in the outside world. Brooke in the game wants to know the outside account.
Okay. Well, I can help you with both.
Okay.
I think for your hot sauce needs, I think you know the best place to go to answer that question.
Yes, back to New Orleans. This is true.
I mean, I was thinking of somewhere a little closer to home, but to be fair, New Orleans is also a good shout. If you're heading there anyway, why not? As for the outside account, well, surely all we need to do, Brooke, is look in the town square and see that there are 2 outsiders in town.
But there might be some beings that conjure them into existence. You could have up to 6.
Have you heard about such beings being?
Of such being. I might have heard a few things.
Hello.
I don't see a single solitary world where you could be anything other than good.
Oh, great. That's
so, because I don't think you would make this play as an evil player, because it's the kind of play that Ken would make. It's or Holly would make, but not yourself. I know you're not the demon because I'm the fortune teller. I'll tell you that for free.
Oh,
I got on the first night. I got a no on you and Ken. So even if you are the demon, I would be your marionette.
Amazing.
I have 3 things to say about my second night of information. 1, did I assume that Ben or Adam would be the most likely person to be my red herring? Yes. 2, did I choose them anyway? Yes. 3, what did I get from the storytellers? Yes. I knew I would, but I did it anyway.
Amazing. So good.
I'm fine with killing Ben. What Ben's claimed to me would be fine to die as well. I think Ben's convinced it's an atheist game, so he should be happy to die, unless he is actually evil. So I think I'm happy killing Ben today.
Yeah.
He's either my red herring or he's the demon.
Shall we do a 3-way chat?
I mean, we could do right here. I don't know what's going on with you at the moment, Ken. So, same story today as you were yesterday?
Yep, I have not changed my story.
You're
okay,
still
cool.
the goblin.
Holly, do you want to go to
Still
the
the
cathedral then?
Oh, you're just going to leave me
Let's do that.
alone.
Let's do
okay.
that.
Cool.
Yeah. Sorry,
Okay.
Ken.
Sure.
And I guess so. Then, with me being gone, they never have to skip a.
Exactly.
They never have to replicate a monk's power successfully working by going a day without kills.
Yep.
Okay, maybe then. Who are you, Ben? Daddy Ben?
Who am I?
Yes, who are you?
I'm the Slayer.
Ooh, and I'm assuming that doesn't work on Carly and John.
No, I'm afraid not. Although that would be
but-
hilarious if it did.
You can fucking try it.
Yeah, maybe we will.
Yeah,
Maybe we
perhaps.
will.
So I can't help you with the outside account. As far as I'm concerned, I have no reason to think there are any more or less than 2. But is there anything else I can do for you?
Well, you could tell me a little bit about yourself in a Christmas adjacent way, or festive adjacent.
Well, in the spirit of festive brotherhood, I can tell you that I'm just like you, Brooke. I'm a good person.
Oh,
I am just
big old
like you.
assumption.
I share the same values you share.
okay.
Um,
Is this like a Ghost of Christmas Past kind of ambience we got? No, you'd be Ghost of Christmas Future.
I feel it's typecasting, but yes, arguably I would be the Ghost of Christmas Future.
Hey, John said you were a tree earlier, Tom. So, being more generous.
But yeah, I'm just like you. I care about the things you care about. I want the people we don't like gone, and I want the people we do like to stay.
Interesting. That gives me a hint. Okay. If I guess, and I guess right, will you give me a festive hint?
I've already told you everything you need to know about me. I'm on your side.
So you're a politician?
What makes you think I'm a politician?
Oh, because you're being such a fish. Oh my god, you are.
Well, surely
You are
if I was
a
being such a fish, Brooke, I'd be the fisherman.
This is true.
I've just unloaded on you because I needed to tell somebody.
No, that's great. I'm very happy with that. That's very, very useful information. Yeah, I'm happy to go for Ben. Happy to go
As
for
far as
Ben.
you're concerned, obviously the storyteller's just told me what I wanted to hear.
Yes. But yeah, Ben or me, I think. I'm happy to die. I'm very happy to die. But I do get the reasoning not killing me. But yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the way that all went down yesterday, I don't see any way you can be anything but either the atheist or a drunk who thinks you're the atheist. I thought for a second that maybe you might have been mad that you were the atheist, but Ken's beating that drum pretty loudly.
Yeah.
And there's no panic in you at all, Sullivan. You seem very calm.
No, extremely calm. Extremely calm.
You've come to terms with the fact that there is no God, and you're happy.
And you know what? I'm all right with it. I'm just all right with it.
It's fine. You know what? It's fine. This is the life we have. We live it the best we can.
I'm having no kind of existential crisis. It's just fine. I've just realised that actually this is what I believe. Actually, this is okay.
Yeah, this is okay.
Amazing.
What I will say is, you might as well vote on everything.
Yeah.
except for a saint.
Yes.
Which I think Holly's vaguely claiming saint. I don't know if everyone got that.
Yeah, it seemed like it, didn't it? It was an odd one that she didn't say, but maybe.
But she might have also been trying to make it seem like maybe she was something else, hiding as that. Anyway, I should talk to some more people. I just wanted to unload my information so I can't lie about it later.
Thank you very much. That was wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you.
I hate this role. I really hate this role.
Well, I was going to ask you about your role. Is Adam's read of you correct?
I'm so worried that we haven't got an atheist and we've got a demon and it's a Fangu, Dan.
Right.
Because a Fangu can jump to outsiders.
Okay. And you're an outsider.
Yeah, I mean, I may as well. Like, that's the biggest danger for me, is saying that bit, so fuck this. Yeah. I hope that Sully's telling the truth.
Mm-hmm.
And that Sully is the atheist. I think if Sully's not telling the truth, he is reading as good to me, so I think a demon will know that he is an outsider before they know that I'm an outsider, hopefully.
Okay.
Or think that there's more potential in me bluffing that to get them to kill me for other reasons.
Right.
Like I could be the farmer or something, bluffing that.
Mm.
So I'm going to pair it with that as well. I could be something like the farmer, that I want the demon to kill me in the night, but I'm also going to tell you that I am the saint.
Okay, fine.
Hello, Ben.
Hello,
What's
Ken.
going on?
So, are you still claiming Goblin?
I am still the Goblin. Today.
If you are the Serenovus Mad Goblin, it might be worth... Yeah, it might be worth just breaking madness during the day today. Because we can learn a lot from it.
Yeah, okay.
But I appreciate you, as you are objective, without a doubt you're claiming Goblin. I accept that. But if there is a world where you're not the Goblin, it might be worth breaking madness today,
Yeah,
but I won't press on that any further.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that is actually... might try that. Who knows?
Okay.
God damn it.
I feel like you don't know your fish from your politics, mate.
So sad. Can I do anything for you, Tom? They both smell.
Well, the more you tell me about you, the better I can help you, Brooke. So how can I help you? Who are you?
Well,
what do you want? What do you need? What's missing in your life?
I need?
Who are you scared of?
I'm scared of everyone. I'm a little scared of you because of how...
I'm the one person in this town you can trust, Brooke Bourgeois.
Oh no, but I feel like you're going to flip. Okay. So, I think you're the politician, which makes me think that you are an outsider. But that's weird. Why wouldn't you tell me that? If you aim to help the people, and I'm the people's person, I hope that you're reading that I am a good person, and I am a townsfolk good.
How do?
Not bad, how are you?
Yeah, not bad. I'm your dead monk. Oh no.
Okay.
How about
Did you tell anyone you were the monk?
I told Sullivan, and
but Sullivan's almost definitely good.
I told Brooke.
I was just trying to figure out if there was a better kill, because I was quite free with my role yesterday. As much as I said I'd lie to people, I didn't lie to anyone.
Who are you then?
Well, now this is the thing. Because as far as I'm concerned, either you are the monk or you're the Fangu who's jumped. That's the only two things you could be to me. Because I'm the fortune teller. I'm the fortune teller with a yes on you.
Oh, fun.
But it's a yes on you and Ben, and you're the two people most likely to be the red herring.
Yes, I think so.
I like to have one anchor. I like to have someone I can trust, because you've just actively hard claimed. I'm tempted to hard claim to you as well.
Yeah, go for it. You can. I mean, there's no reason I can give you to trust me because I've got nothing backing me up. But you can trust me.
This is it. It's just that. It's just that with Adam having essentially guessed you and then you sort of stumbling into it, I'm like, well, is that enough for me to go on? And I feel like maybe kind of. I'm the farmer.
My other fear about that. Oh, you're the farmer.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. That's a fantastic role.
Yeah, and it's the thing of like me wanting to be sort of quiet, but hoping that by hinting that I might be useful, they would sort of get me.
Okay.
They didn't. They got Adam.
Well, then you know I'm the same then, because farmer is the other thing I was like trying to put out there to get somebody to leave me alone.
That's why you sort of said that, and then I was like, so even in this chat just now you said it, and I was like, well, that's kind of enough for me to go on.
What about you? What have you got so far? Let's go.
I have not got a great deal. I kind of believe Sullivan. I've heard what Adam is, and that has made me believe Atheist even more. Yeah, I'm the Slayer.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Of course, if you are the Goblin, that makes you the only minion in the game, so you can't poison me. You'd have to kill me.
That is true. That is true. Well, let's hope you don't die.
Yeah. Although, to be fair, I think this is an Atheist game, so I don't think...
Okay.
I think, if anything, I'm just a tool for chaos, because, well, if this is an Atheist game, I'll shoot someone, and they may well just have them die.
Do you know who you might shoot?
Holly's my number one candidate at the moment, but that's based on very little, really.
Do it today?
I'm not going to use it today.
Okay.
I'm gonna hold it for as long as I can.
Please do. Who knows?
I will.
Who knows?
All right. Thanks, Ken.
Okay.
I'm an ordinary Joe, just like you, a regular townsperson.
Are you actually the fisherman? Was I right the first time?
Was your nose accurate? Did you actually smell fish on me?
I don't smell fish. I just assumed you were just a
Where there's
a
fish,
slimy
there's fire,
politician.
am I right? Who are you, Brooke? Who are you? Tell me who you are. I won't
Who
tell
am I?
anybody.
Yeah.
Unless you want me
won't
to.
tell a soul?
I won't tell a soul. Or a cod, or a salmon. I won't tell any kind of fish.
Prime content. I am one of two things.
Mm-hmm.
I'm either the monk or the balloonist.
Okay, so I have reason to believe you're not the monk.
Okay. Who else have you spoken to that would...
Well, let's
Corn
just
on
say,
the corroborate
when no
that.
one's around, I like to talk to myself.
Are you the monk? Oh, but monk don't like fish. Monk like... What do monks eat?
What do you mean? Hold on,
Hay?
wait a minute. What do you mean monks don't like fish? Where's this data coming from?
Oh, wait, monk is a type of fish. Monkfish, I suppose.
Well, first off, yeah, absolutely. Monk is a type of fish, so you're halfway there
As
already.
a storyteller, I do have to say that mechanically monks do like fish.
Oh, come...
Thanks, John.
What does a normal monk eat? I think it depends on the monk. Depends on the fish.
I think either me or I think Daddy Ben is almost definitely a red herring, considering
That's what-
who's in charge.
I literally said to Sully, did I think Ben was the red herring? Yes. Did I pick him anyway? Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
So Daddy Ben has told me he's the Slayer. I don't mind waving that around because I think it might be useless.
Yeah, he also hard claimed something completely different to me, but that doesn't mean he's evil.
Oh, well, fun.
We'll see. I'll probably nominate him today and see what he does.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, if we get him on the block, if he is a Slayer, he might actually used it.
My biggest hope is that a demon would go for Sully over me potentially not being an outsider. Because no one knows for sure, right? Whereas Sullivan is so certain that he is the atheist. If we do have an evil team, they 100% know that Sullivan's drunk. And if we do have a Fangu, which is only a 50% chance, then they'll go for Sullivan hopefully first. So I'm just hoping I can float through to the final three, and then people can just make the choice to go for an atheist game over a saint loss.
I mean, is it worthwhile me trying to sort of... Well, no, because Saint is die by execution. I'm sort of...
Yeah.
I want to die in the night. I actively want to.
You need to die in the night. I would love to die in the night, but it's the big thing I can't do is die in the day.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Right, Sullivan. I appreciate you're a talented actor, a master comedian, and you're probably in here thinking, how can I do a good bit? But I want to tell you that my policy... Do you want to know what my policy is, Sullivan?
Mm-hmm.
It's no bits, only bidness.
Only business in here. No business, only business.
Yeah. Bitty.
No bitty in here. All right, let's talk business then, shall we?
Talk business,
Come on,
right.
Ben.
Yeah, there are some monks that I think they have like brushes on the soles of their shoes so they don't even step on insects. There are, but you know, no monk is a monolith. There's lots of different ways of. Anyway, so I reckon in that case you might be the balloonist.
Okay, that's fair.
Which, let's say you were the balloonist. Let's just pretend for a second you were. What information would you have received so far?
I would have received 2 names.
And what names would those 2 names have been?
Ooh, let's see. Who are my friends? They would have been Sullivan.
Have you not made a note of this?
Sullivan and Adam.
Okay. All right.
Or was it a bluff all along?
So, atheists.
Yes.
You without a doubt will have had the most interesting and unusual conversations with people. So, speaking to any of them, I have to ask: did any of them at all feel to you as though they were actually evil players trying to poke and prod and return to the scene of the crime or whatever?
Everyone seemed very calm, very relaxed.
Welcome back, you lot. Nominations are now open, but you can feel free to keep talking amongst yourselves.
Adam, who were you, please?
thank you. Someone cares who I was. Bloomin' heck. I was your monk. Dan, I protected you in the night, but I died. So you weren't attacked by a demon if there is one.
Adam,
Because I died.
I don't want to piss on your plan, but are you sure you were the monk?
Pretty sure I got sent a monk token. I could have been drunk, but I don't know why I would have been killed then.
Weird.
Drunk monk.
I only told 2 people I was the monk, which was Sullivan and a little Brooke.
In the House of
So-
God?
Well, that explains. I have reason to believe that might be a double claim.
Ooh,
Interesting.
fun.
Well, there's a pixie on this script.
Oh yeah, that
There
would
is a
actually
pixie on the script.
that would make sense,
There's
wouldn't it? That would absolutely
Also,
make sense.
a mutant
What?
as well.
If there is a pixie, then they now have the monk's ability and no longer need to be mad that they're the monk.
That is
They
true.
wouldn't have been
Yeah.
told yet because they wouldn't have woken up yet, but they will, yeah.
Well, that you don't get told anyway. It's just
Yeah, no, but
yeah.
sorry, what I mean is they wouldn't have been woken up to do monk
Yeah.
things.
Well, don't know now. So I think that Adam dying on night 2 is support for the atheist world, because a monk, if you're the storyteller in an atheist game, a monk is the perfect thing to kill, because it's powerful and scary to the evil team, and it makes it seem like an intelligent demon made that choice. But also, getting rid of the monk leaves in all the repeating info rolls, and means that the storytellers don't have to simulate a monk by killing no one, which means they've got total control over the narrative.
That's interesting.
Yes.
Bloody hell. Bloody hell.
Oh no.
Bloody hell.
Can I nominate... Oh, sorry.
I was going to say, should we kill Holly this time?
God.
I had a different nomination, but I don't mind killing Holly.
Who was your other nomination, Mara?
I was going to nominate Ben.
Do it.
In fact, can I nominate Ben?
Do it.
In fact, I nominate Ben. I'll stop asking questions and just say it.
Mara has nominated Ben. Mara, what is your accusation?
Ben is convinced this is an atheist game, so he probably won't mind dying. Also, there's a fortune teller yes on him.
Oh.
That's good enough for me.
Interesting.
So he's
Ben,
either
is
the
your
red
defense-
herring or...
I'm not convinced this is an atheist game. I just suspect it is more than I suspect it isn't. I'm about 60-40 for atheist at the moment. If you kill me, you'll be killing the Slayer, which is kind of bad. I didn't really want to have to use it this early, but I suppose I'll have no choice if you put me on the block. But yeah, I actually think it would be more interesting to leave me in and see what the storytellers do when I actually do slay, because they can kill the person that I shoot at if they want to. If it's an atheist game.
Ooh, how about
Yeah.
this? Ben, if we get you on the block and you use your power on Holly and it doesn't work, we kill Holly. I feel you should be a demon lying about being the saint. Maybe.
I mean, is that what Holly's claiming?
Yeah.
The saint?
I am the saint.
Okay. Yeah, we can do that. I mean, I think it's kind of it's kind of a shame to get me out this early, but if we've got to, then we've got to.
Pertinent
suppose.
info.
I'd be honestly happy with that too, just to clear me a little bit. That'd be really nice. Going
I
into the next game.
believe Ben is the Slayer. I don't think that's a good vote.
Alrighty, starting the vote with Brooke. 4 votes required to put Ben on the block. 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Purely selfishly, I'd just like to be cleared.
I don't think it's a good vote. Do not vote.
I will also say that that Ben claimed a totally different and more disposable role to me yesterday, so that's why.
Real shame you felt the need to say that out loud, Mara. I was hoping to go incognito. I'm very suspicious of Mara now because of the way they're playing, but I would like to die now, so I'm going to go use my ability. Storytellers, let's go for a chat.
How are you
Oh.
going to do that incognito?
Wait, what?
What?
Okay,
Oh.
Private
Wasn't the
chat?
Slayer.
Oh, I
Was
see.
it fisherman?
Okay.
Ooh.
Advise me, please.
Just be really good at the game, Ben.
I mean, I already am doing that, so that's not the advice.
Oh, there you go.
really.
You don't need any advice.
Yeah.
But our actual advice is...
Our advice that we will give you is do not trust Tom.
Okay, thank you.
No problem.
Are you still the goblin, Ken, or are you? Back to
Yes,
normal?
I am still the goblin. Yes.
Goblin Ken.
Most tired goblin of all time.
Yeah, I'm still the goblin.
Maybe you should retrain.
I might retrain.
It sounds like you're burnt out, mate. Your heart's not in it
Yeah.
anymore.
It's not.
Still tired.
I've
not
been
as
trying to go
passionate.
down to 4-day working goblin, but they won't. They're just not that friendly in the goblin industry. They're not that progressive.
All right, let's kill me.
Ben is on the chopping block. Do we have any other nominations for today?
What did they tell you about?
Out of curiosity, Mara, who was your other person in the yes?
Adam is dead.
Oh, shite.
Well, does that not? Could that not?
But I think. Oh no,
Both
I
be
do think that Ben is most likely to be my red herring out of everyone in the circle because of who the storyteller is.
Yes,
That's true.
Yes,
I'm
better
gonna
the
nominate-
storyteller. That goes well.
I'm going to nominate. No, actually, I think me surviving at this point would just be a problem for everyone. So let's just kill me. Yeah, I would nominate Sullivan, but I kind of feel like if I do that now and we get enough votes on it, it's just going to make me into a red herring, literally, for the rest of the game. So I think we should probably just kill me. But I've used my ability now, so it's not the end of the world. I was the fisherman, in case that wasn't obvious.
we could always kill Holly, of course.
Yeah.
You can.
No, you
Can always
can't.
kill Holly.
You absolutely can't.
But it is Christmas. We could
Definitely,
kill
that's-
Holly.
No, that is what you can't do.
Do you know what? Actually, screw it. I nominate John.
Whoa!
You nominate storyteller.
So it begins.
Ben, you have nominated John and myself. I am here. I am the other course. State your case.
I mean, I'm about to die. When else am I going to get to nominate John? I'd be a fool not to take this golden opportunity to tell you all that John needs to die. John, I hope you die later. I hope it is an atheist game so that we can kill you. But if it isn't, I'll be very disappointed.
How do you hope that John dies? Slow? Nice and slow?
I hope he dies with grace.
Oh.
That's weirdly nice.
Grace E.
And what about me?
Greasy.
I am
Hate you,
here.
Carly.
I hope he
doesn't
dies
hate you.
greasy, all greased up. In a
He hopes
I
you
feel like I'm in the
survive,
middle
Carly.
of like a sports team rivalry where I like want to be included, but I'm
I'm
not.
greasy. No, I want you to live, Carly.
Well, I was gonna say, surely if Ben wants John to die with Grace, then he wants you to die with Carl.
Nice.
Thank you. Thank you.
Alrighty. Well, you all have an opportunity now to kill John and myself.
Well, can I have my defense, please, Carly?
Oh, okay. Sure, John.
Oh, it's all
Ben does.
random, Ben. It's all random. That's my defense.
You nailed it. That was a great dive.
Alrighty. Do
Such
you
a
guys
good Ben
choose
impression.
to kill us?
A reminder.
Can we
4
not
to
vote for
tie?
this, though?
And 5 to put John and myself on the block. In
Can we
3,
not vote
2,
for this?
1.
Because
Oh,
we
yeah.
don't need to
Let's
deal with
not do this
atheists
now.
until final day, and if we tie this or something goes
Don't
wrong.
worry, I won't tie it.
I think
3 is not enough. John and myself are spared our second murder.
Oh.
Your greasy,
Ben is still on the block.
graceful
Do we
death.
have any other nominations? All right. With that, I will bring the day to a close. In 3, 2, 1. Ben is executed and dies. Good night, Ravenswood Bluff.
All right, we'll kill Holly another day. I'll put it in the
Please
calendar.
don't.
Put
Please
Put
don't.
it in the calendar.
Do not.
Kill
Kill
Holly
her.
tomorrow.
Kill
Jesus.
her.
On the second day of Christmas, the storyteller said, a fisherman is dead.
This is
All right.
great.
This is going very interesting. I am thrilled for the yes that we gave Mara. I think that was really necessary. I'm bummed that
Absolutely.
we didn't have the Slayer shot of Ben on Holly, though obviously the fact that he wanted to shoot Holly is interesting as well.
Yes.
Yeah. They haven't really procced on the Vigor Mortis world yet, so I'm curious to see if
Yeah.
Holly's going to do anything with it. Everyone's been pretty forthcoming with their roles, so
Yeah.
it's led to a lot of very interesting things.
Yes.
let's
Ken is
go.
doing really well under the radar, I think. I think he's
Yeah,
sus,
and I
but
think
he's
the
not.
Goblin play is beautiful in the sense that people genuinely don't want to proc him because they think he might be, which is keeping
Yeah.
him safe.
absolutely.
It's not making the Vigor need to really address or kill him, though, which isn't totally a bad thing. But eventually, there's a lot of cess on Holly. But the Saint's powerful, and now their outsiders aren't being claimed. Tom isn't speaking out.
Yeah, I am worried about Holly being pinged. I think there's a lot of heat on her. But I think there is still suspicion of an Atheist game, which is great.
I think if we get a yes on... I'm really, really hoping that it won't include Holly and that we might get a yes on Brooke. That would be really, really good.
Oh, that would be so good.
So that's my hope. We do have to decide who we're going to have tell Brooke, but let's see what happens with our poisoning first and foremost.
Great, okay.
So, who are you poisoning today?
Let's do Mara again. Let's do one more time.
Sounds good. Thank you so
Okay.
much.
Thanks, Ken. Absolutely fantastic.
I know, like it's just great. So we can actually give her a no on Holly, which would be beautiful as well. Either case, I think if she hits on anyone that isn't Holly, I'm inclined to give her a yes.
Great, agreed.
For Holly, I could give a no. They might just think it's what's the word I'm looking for? An Atheist game anyway. So we could just do a no across the board, but I think right now a yes would be more powerful.
By the way, before we go, I love that the death of the monk made Ben think it was an Atheist game. That was so delicious. Oh.
It's like Ben and John and Carly don't want to do the upkeep of a monk, and I'm like, you don't know me.
Yeah,
like,
I don't, but Carly definitely does. And it was great.
Yeah, no.
I think me and Ben's petty rivalry is really throwing him off, and it's so good.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I do like it. I love when people meta us, and they're like, oh, they would make because at first it was like, oh, they would make a drunk atheist game, but I actually think if he was the atheist, he would be more suspicious of it being a drunk atheist. But because he doesn't know, it's like he actually has to consider both worlds, which is really tough and beautiful for us.
It's so good.
So anyway, we are moving down to it's Holly's time.
Okay, great. Hello. How are you feeling?
Oh, okay. I was very, very scared then. When Ben said that he was the Slayer, and if we got Ben on the block, he would try and shoot me.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it actually gave me the opportunity to show that I'd be okay with that.
Yeah.
For sure.
So I'm hoping that also that was thank fuck, but also I'm genuinely, I think I'm slightly more in control now than I was yesterday, which is good. I hope.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see. I'd like to kill Brooke tonight, please.
Interesting.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Yeah.
Consider it done.
Good.
All right.
Okay.
Interesting.
So this is a really interesting death for us because we're losing our red herring.
Yes.
Mara will not know that Brooke is dead. There's a chance that we might. If we pick Brooke, there's a chance that we could still give a yes if we wanted to throw more suspicion on the atheist world, but we don't want to be too on the nose about it. Hello, Mara.
Oh, hello.
Mara.
Sorry, I was just staring at the screen this time. Hello.
Puzzling, now staring, and who are you checking today?
I have a really weird choice, I think.
Okay.
I think I'm going to choose Sullivan and Ken again. Because I have one weird theory in my head. That the Fanga would know that Sullivan was the drunk atheist, and we're pretty sure he's good, and we're not killing him. So maybe jump there. My brain is doing all kinds of crazy puzzling things. I'm doing too much. But I'm going to check Sullivan and Ken again.
You check Sullivan and Ken, and you get a yes.
Thanks.
No problem.
Okay,
Bye.
see you later.
Is that
Oh,
the
yes.
most beautiful selection of all the selections
Fucking
in the world? 'Cause
delicious.
That's true. Because that's so true. That's actually such a smart gimme. But unfortunately, you're also poisoned,
she's wrong,
Mara.
but for
You're
the right
poisoned,
reasons.
Mara. Oh no, that is chef's kiss. Oh, poor Sully.
That is
Poor
fucking
Sully.
tasty. I love it.
Honestly, I'm not sure if I'm glad it's Sully. He's gonna just be so brutalized this game, but I think he's okay with it.
I think so. I think he can take it.
But I'm really curious if Sully will think then that Mara's evil.
Yes.
Or if they'll just be confused and not understand. I'm sure. I'm curious how the town will take it. But yeah, so we have Brooke is dying, and Sullivan is likely to go down as a Fangu jump.
Welcome back to the Christmassy town square of Ravenswood Bluff. It's getting more festive by the day. The big day is approaching, and you're all so desperate to be alive long enough that you can enjoy the festivities. And as you look around the beautifully decorated Christmas town square, you see a huge pile of snow. Actually, it's not that big. It's quite a small pile of snow. But also there's something in it. And it looks like, as you pull them out, it is a frozen popsicle. And that frozen popsicle once was Lil Brooke.
Lil Brooke!
But now it's dead Brooke.
I knew it. So I was the balloonist. So this sort of, and I told only 3 people that. I told Adam, Sullivan, and I revealed most recently to Tom. So that puts a lot of suspicion on Tom. However, smart kill, because I already learned 2 names, which were Sullivan and Adam. So that suggests the worldview in which Sullivan is the drunk.
I will say, just to clarify things, Brooke, you didn't tell me you were the balloonist. You implied, and I lent into it. It wasn't a hard claim.
To kill me? Yes. I did not hard claim, but not in the air.
Can we check?
Yes, let's please. Yeah, no hard feelings about yesterday.
No, not at all. I actually kind of think you're legit.
Yeah.
Who did you check last night?
No. I did something. I had this niggling feeling in the back of my head that if there was a Fango, they would know that Sullivan was drunk and might have jumped to him. So I checked Sullivan and Ken again and got a yes.
If they've done that, they've really goofed.
Yeah.
Because
we're going to kill Sullivan. We're going to kill Sullivan. Like, it feels weird.
Yeah.
So either I'm drunk, it's an atheist game, or I'm Ken's marionette, in which case, oops.
Yeah.
Or Sullivan is the demon. I don't think Ken would be the demon in this situation.
How are you?
I'm doing very well, Sullivan. I'm happy to see people getting along.
Yeah, it seems like it's quite a friendly town we have here.
Good people, Sullivan. Only good people live here.
Well,
Well,
that's my suspicion.
mostly good people.
Oh, who's the wrong one?
Well, actually, Sullivan, I'm much more interested in what you think and what you feel. Who don't you trust?
Well, this is the interesting thing. Everyone I've chatted to seems like a relatively relieved, good person with a powerful role who've gone like, okay, I can tell you, I'm this. Now, I don't know whether that's just an evil player trying to trick me, or whether that indicates that, or maybe I've only spoken to good players, or whether I'm, we're in an atheist game. I'm not sure.
Dan?
Dan, would you like to
Oh, which of the dead would like me first?
Well, should we have a 3-way?
Sure.
Oh, another one.
Thought you'd never ask.
Here we go.
Cathedral? That's where all the thruballing happens.
The famous
fine.
3 ways of the cathedral, yeah.
Fine.
Well, it's you and me, Holly.
It's you and me, Ken. Are you still the goblin today?
No, I think I'll be the saint. No, I'll be
You'll
something
be the
else.
saint.
I have a few options.
The filthy trinity.
Yes.
Hello, Little Brooke. Little Brooke, you
Yes.
died. Oh, no.
I'm dead, yes. So, Dan, you were the living amongst us.
Yes.
So, are you bad?
No. No.
Are you on the
no,
naughty list? Rather than evil?
As far as I know, I'm on the good list.
I think we might need
no,
to check this
I'm-
list twice.
Well, quite.
Oh.
No, I have received presents every year and never coal. So, but I've sort of been wanting. I'm going to end this metaphor here. Cause
Who are you?
Okay, so am I trusting that you guys are both who you say you are?
We're dead.
I
We're
tried to
dead.
protect you, Dan. Go
doesn't
back and
mean
watch the
anything.
video. Scroll back and
I'm
watch
great.
the video
Okay.
where I say to John and Carly, I want to protect Dan. Because that's the reason why I nominated you. I nominated you to try and
Right.
get someone to vocally say, I'm important, to try and draw the demon fire. Then I was going to protect you. But it didn't
Well,
happen.
it's interesting because I was grateful that you did nominate me because I was trying to draw the demon fire so that I would be killed in the evening.
Oh.
I have yet to be. So I've told Holly, so I'm gonna tell you guys too because why not? I'm a little farmer.
Little
Farmer.
Little farmer going on. I'm sort of
Interesting.
tending the crops. It's a hard winter. I won't lie to you.
I was going to say, right now, good luck,
not-
buddy.
Not a lot of crops
very cold.
going on.
Yeah, what should I might be fortune teller. I might be. Let's see. There's a few options. It might be quite fun if I choose.
I was thinking of killing you tonight.
You can. It would poison Dan. I still don't know what Dan is.
Because you'll stay poisoned, right?
Yeah. I don't mind. It might be better for us just to have me on the board alive as a vote, and maybe a demon candidate in some weird way.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah,
It might be better.
Maybe I could kill no one tonight.
Yeah, I still don't know what Tom and Dan are.
I think Dan's the farmer.
Yeah, I got him as farmer. Tom's monk.
Tom's monk, and did
Adam?
Tom's the monk.
What's Adam?
Well, I guess one of them's the pixie, and then Mora's the fortune teller, right? That's
why is Adam not coming out as pixie? No,
Pixie's
a bluff. Pixie's a bluff. He's not pixie. Pixie's bluff.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know what's going on there. There is a damsel on the script. There is a mutant on the script. We've got an outsider, so there's no outsiders. So what's going on there? What is he?
Okay.
What could he be?
You might have role swapped with someone.
Yeah, might have role swapped. Potential.
But Tom didn't.
Potential Slayer. Potential Slayer. Probably should get rid of one of them.
So my advice was to not trust Tom.
Interesting.
Yeah, I think so too.
That's very specific advice.
Yeah.
It either implies he's evil or he's drunk or...
Yeah, both of those could be true. I'd be interested in what you learned if you tried Holly and Tom. Because if you get a yes there, that's 3 different people you've had a yes on.
Yes, which would indicate a Fango jump or drunkenness. Yeah. Okay. I think we need to kill Sullivan at some point.
Yeah, we really do.
Yesterday I wasn't feeling it, but now I'm like, oh...
Honestly, I think you should just put all the cards on the table today, nominate Sullivan, and say what you've just said.
Yeah, I mean, it might be madness, and it's just I do often go off on flights of fancy in this game, but that's what the game's about.
That's true. Yeah, that's a good point. Actually, it is possible that Ken's just a Serenovus that is making Sullivan mad about being the atheist.
I had thought about that at one point as well, but the way that Sully seems so calm about it in the first day.
Yeah.
But maybe he's a classically trained actor.
Yeah, but he's got a terrible poker face.
I couldn't see his face. I'm going to look him right in the eye and nominate him with my insane theory, and then challenge the demon to kill me.
I really want to chat with Tom. I'm going to see if I can get a chat with him.
Cool.
The reason I want to talk to you is I have reason to... I don't necessarily trust that Adam was the monk he claimed he was.
Oh, why is that?
Because he is not the only person who has hinted at monk in this game.
And do you know for certain that they're not? It's not a pixie situation. It is straight up that they.
Yes. I would say I feel confident it's not a pixie situation.
Interesting.
It could be the case, yeah. It doesn't quite add up to me.
Well, the thing is that either that other person, either one of Adam or the other person is lying, or this is actually an atheist game, and there are 2 monks in play.
There's also potentially a Serenovus thing going on, right?
Oh yeah, 100%. And a really overly committed pixie, which would make no sense.
Once you've found that part, you're always going to get cast as. The smart thing to do career-wise is to lean into it, right? You got
to lean into it. Otherwise, what's the you think that stepping away from it is going to improve your career? It's not. You got to know your casting, and you got to stick to it. You got to stick to it.
Or they turn on you, mate. They absolutely turn on you.
Oh, and they hound you in the press.
So here's the thing. So if Tom and Ken aren't outsiders, and right now I've not heard a claim from either of them that they are. Could be Ken. Ken could be our mutant. But the outside. So with Little Brooke being up in the air. And I don't know how Tom saw through that facade, Little Brooke. But so we should have. So if Holly is our saint, we should have 3 outsiders. Even take into account the fact the hidden drunk. One of Tom and Ken needs to be an outsider for that to work. So if we can just find out from them if either of them's an outsider, then we might start moving towards pegging down whether it's an Atheist game, because in an Atheist game, the outsider count is random. It's storytelling decided.
Tom spoke to me. He was the first person who spoke to me and was giving me a lot of like his line was, "I want to find a way to help you," and he kept saying, "I'll help you, I'll help you." So I was like, my initial gut reaction was that he might be the politician, and that was his sort of hinting that, you know, I'm here to help, I'm here to look after you or whatever. Either politician or monk. So when Adam, you claim monk, I was like, okay, well that leans me more to politician.
This is a high stress game for me.
Yeah, I should be having a high stress game, but I'm having a great time.
Yeah, you are. So you're staying with Fortune Teller.
I weirdly, I don't think I actually hard claimed it yesterday, but I basically did.
Yeah, I mean, I know you're the Fortune Teller. We've not had a conversation yet.
Yeah, exactly. I said I had a Fortune Teller ping, and then knew the results of it immediately without having to check anyone. So I've not been being secret, but I'm still alive. So
yeah, you are still here, which probably means by this point you're either poison bait or demon bait, or it doesn't matter because we don't have a demon or a poisoner.
It's true. I forgot about poisoning. Oh God. Ugh.
Yeah, there's poisoning on the script.
I forgot about poisoner because in my head Ken's Sarah Novist, but he might just be lying.
So Ken, still goblin?
No, I'm the fortune teller.
Interesting.
So yeah, that is interesting. Nope, I was Sarah Mad. I was the goblin. Now I'm actually the fortune teller.
Right. Okay.
Yep. What?
Well. Have you had a chat with Tom?
No.
Have you had a chat with Dan?
No. No one wants to chat to me. I've never chatted to Tom or Dan.
Oh dear.
Except day one. Why?
Just the 2 blanks on my grimoire.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I have nothing on them.
And my fisherman advice was not to trust Tom.
Oh!
I feel like he's being set up by the storytellers in an Atheist game.
Yeah, maybe there's... He was suggesting there was a double claim of monk, which may suggest he is also...
I mean, in an Atheist game, it is possible that both of them receive the monk token.
I've seen that happen. We could have 2 monks.
We could.
We could very much have 2 monks. I just don't know what he could be, to be honest.
The demon?
Yeah, that's true.
And I mean, it's possible that we have a Fangu and
jumped.
Yeah. Holly or a drunk Sullivan could now be the demon.
That is true. Oh, shit. If a balloonist and a Fango on play, there could be 4 outsiders.
That is right.
Oh, amazing. Do you want to say anything about yourself? I don't feel like you have to, because, you know, I very much understand if you want to keep your cards close to your chest.
Yeah, what I can tell you is I can tell you that you can trust me, and as a way of earning your trust, and I do want to earn your trust, Sullivan, as a way of earning your trust without giving away something which might be dangerous for me, tell me what I can do to help you out, and I will earn your trust by doing that.
Oh, I don't know exactly. That's a really good question.
Let me make a promise to you, and I will do my best to fulfill it, and that can be trust.
Okay. If you could go back in time and tell Harry Kane, don't shoot that penalty so hard, then I'll trust you.
Tell you what, mate. Tell you what. Just before we go, I promise you I will do that. Guaranteed.
Amazing, Tom.
Ken could be the mutant, and there could be the secret third drunk, in which case that's terrifying. But in the other case, like, who's our demons then? Like, if
that Mara, maybe?
Maybe
it's weird that
Sully,
she outed herself as a fortune teller, but you know.
Sully did.
Sullivan was in a very low-key way.
Sullivan also came out as atheist on day 1. If he's the demon, then that is crazy because he's going to die. And he didn't have a chance to talk to any minions.
He might just be lying.
Or it could be, to be honest, that it could be the thing of we have no evils.
Yes.
And Ken is being Sarah Novus by the storytellers.
Yeah. I got frankly bizarre information last night, but I knew it would be bizarre, so I'm happy with it.
Yeah. At this point, it's either bizarre because it's an atheist game, or it's bizarre because people are messing with you.
Which is why I'm just having a good time.
Yeah.
Do you have
what
any?
What have you had so far?
Well, okay, I got night 1. I got a no on Ken and Sullivan. I forgot there was a marionette on the script. So it was stupid to check my neighbours, but then one of them came out as the atheist and the other one came out as a goblin, so I felt happy.
Yeah, so you're fine. Yeah.
Then I checked Adam and Ben. Adam died in the night. I got Ben killed.
Yeah.
And then last night, I had this feeling in the back of my mind, so I checked Sullivan and Ken again, and got a yes.
Hello, friends. Noms are open. You may continue talking.
I'm just going to come out with it. My fisherman information was not to trust Tom, so my instinct is to trust Tom.
I have an announcement. I'm not the goblin. I was made mad. I was the goblin for 2 days straight.
But what are you mad as now, Ken?
I'm not mad now, but I am the fortune teller.
Right. Neato.
Yeah, this is where we find out at the end of the game that Ken was just like something innocuous, like the cannibal or something the whole time. He's not been mad at all, and he's not evil. Yep. He's just doing this for fun.
Ken, can you show your reads, please, mate?
What's that?
Ken, can you give us your fortune teller reads, please?
Yes, I got a yes on Dan and Brooke, and then I got a no on Dan and Ben, so my yes was on Brooke, and then I got a yes on Holly and Tom, and that was it.
I mean,
good work.
Yeah, it's time to kill old Holly, I suppose. It is Christmas.
For fuck's sake, please not.
I really...
Isn't it Christmas?
I think we should kill Sullivan now.
Why do we have to kill Holly at Christmas?
I don't think we should kill Holly, because...
Can we follow through on Ken's sort of suspicion on Tom? Just I want to hear what Tom has to say about
Ben's
that.
one, yeah.
Ben's, yeah.
Sorry, Ben, yeah.
Alright, so I was told, I'm the fisherman, my advice was that I shouldn't trust Tom. If I'm legit sober fisherman in a normal game, that means Tom's evil, or Tom is drunk, or Tom is barking up the wrong tree, or possibly several of the above. If this is an atheist game, then it's quite likely that they're just trying to set up Tom to be the demon candidate, which tracks with what Brooke thinks might have happened as well.
Can I posit a theory on Tom then, with response to that that argument?
Please do.
And I've shared this already with, and so Adam and Brooke can tell me off if I'm potentially speaking out of turn here. But I had a theory that Tom might be the politician, and if you're told to not trust him, arguably he would be... that came from because Tom was asking me how he could help, and that was really the only thing he would say over and over again. And so that made me think, oh, maybe he's a politician. And so the idea that if you are a good fisherman, or that's all above board, if everything is above board, and we are presented with the advice to not trust Tom, then Tom is trying to help us lose so that he becomes evil and wins?
To put pertinent on that as well, Tom did vote for Goblin Ken, which would be a politician thing to do, to be part of that vote, if that was the case.
Problem is, though, being one of the people who voted on Ken is not enough for the politician to change alignment. Sorry, Tom, I think I'll put you up there.
No, you're absolutely... you basically said what I was going to say, Ben. Yeah, it's not enough just to be an equal part. You have to do something, as far as my understanding the politician works, you have to do something where you are significantly the biggest contributor to your team's loss. So being one of the people who votes for a saint, one of the people who votes for a goblin, is not going to give you that politician win, and it's just going to make you lose the game.
Tom, are you the politician?
No.
Are you an outsider?
No.
So we don't... Okay, so without Ken being an outsider, we don't have the outsider count that we need to make this game work. Because if we believe Lil Brooke as a balloonist, she's added an outsider, and we have Holly's claim, and we have probably a drunk, but we don't have that third claim.
Right.
Ooh, that's true.
Sorry, Ken, go ahead.
So Vigor is -1, and then... So you think there's balloon...
Ken, if you are under the effects of madness, please break madness. It will solve so many worlds.
Okay. I'm a saint.
Oh, Ken, that's not helpful.
Well, I'm
It is might to execute, remember?
Ken, are you
Yeah.
just the mutant?
Yes, I'm a mutant.
I just don't believe anything anymore.
Okay. I'm going to nominate Sullivan.
Nominations are open. And I have heard a nomination. Mara, you have nominated Sullivan.
Yeah, okay.
State your case.
Look, something weird happened last night because I made it happen. I had this thought in the back of my head that I couldn't get out of the back of my head, and it's the nichest, most fringe world in the world. But I've had the feeling that I had the idea that if it's a Fangu, they know that the atheist is drunk and they can jump to the atheist. I don't know why they would, because they're going to murder them. So I checked. I'm the fortune teller. Hello. I checked Ken and Sullivan on night 1, got a no. I checked them last night and got a yes. So either I'm poisoned, I'm drunk, Sullivan is now the demon, Ken has been the demon all along and I was drunk, or whatever. But we should kill Sullivan eventually. So let's do it now.
I will say to this, to add something to that, Brooke was the only person I told I was the monk to, so it's possible that Brooke jumped last night after killing me. So it's possible. So killing Sullivan or Ken, yeah, works for me.
Sullivan, you have been nominated. Do you have a defense you'd like to provide?
No, this is an entirely logical kill. I'm in full support of it. Yes, clear my name. Kill me now, please. All
right.
living players, feel free to vote on it. That's how strongly I'm voting it.
I mean,
3 votes is required for execution. We will start the vote with Holly in 3, 2, 1, go.
I mean, out of the two, I think we should kill Ken, to be honest. But hey ho, I think Ken is
We can do that.
Ken read the most.
Do we want to
as,
leave enough for that?
Ken read the most
Yeah.
clearly as outsider. I think
Yeah.
in terms of if Brooke did jump, who
Yeah.
Brooke would jump to.
6
Ken.
votes is enough. Sullivan is on the block.
Also, Ken, if I'm your marionette, please tell me tomorrow.
Oh my god. Well, there's so many outed outsiders, I think. With like Holly being the saint, theoretically.
Oh yeah, Holly could easily have been jumped to as well.
Holly's the only real outed outsider, though, right?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
why would-
that's
why
right,
would the
she's
Fang-
outed.
Unless
Why would Fango jump there?
Yeah.
Unless double bluff.
The
I mean,
other
now that
thing
you've said that,
it-
maybe they will.
Yeah.
There's a
please
thing
don't.
that,
Please, if there's a Fangoon play, please don't jump to me. Please don't. I
the
don't
thing
want
that
that.
speaks against Brooke being the demon originally is that her balloonist claims are that she saw me and then Adam, and then suggested that meant that I'm probably the drunk. And I don't think a demon would want people to discount an atheist world. Why would the demon
No.
put
I think
that world
we need
forward?
I don't believe that you are the demon, but we needed to kill you at some point. So
All right, are there any
Oh,
other
yeah.
nominations? Otherwise, we are going to bring this day to a close. With that, Sullivan, you have been executed and die. The game continues. Good night, Ravenswood. Bluff.
obviously,
God can't help you now.
He never could. He wasn't real.
On the third day of Christmas, there was a brook who died, and my boyfriend by my side.
Oh my goodness. I'm really curious how it'll go. I think it's very much anyone's game right now. Evil's
Yeah,
in a good
I agree.
spot because they're not really looking at Holly, but they also have to consider with the Fangu world. I'm really surprised no one's really pinging on the vigor mortis potential though.
Yeah,
It's-
that seems
'cause
real-
it's-
a real
it's-
oversight.
It's so possible. It's true.
Yeah.
But it hasn't triggered. But people have not been considering. Like, I'm surprised no one, when anyone died at night, was then worried about their information. Like, even Ben,
Yeah.
his neighbor died, and he did not consider the fact that he could also, therefore, be poisoned.
Yeah, I mean, there's literally just 2 demons in this, so you really
Yeah.
have to consider both.
Yeah, but they really haven't. They've really stuck on the Fangu world or the Atheist, and I'm curious if it'll be the boon or the death of the evil team.
Having played only once with Atheist, as a player, it is so like mental resource exhausting to have an atheist on the script, because you have to just do like 5 times the amount of work, because you're always like, could this be atheist or all the other plausible possibilities?
It is really fun, and I think that's one of the reasons I'm trying to keep nights a little long with you, is because I want people to consider the fact that we have to discuss every little choice we're making.
Yeah, it's so good. The fact that they think we've created this grand tapestry is wonderful.
Yeah, but I love running an atheist game. It's one of my favorites, especially in person to run, especially with the minions that are possible, like madness and messing with people. It is really great. My favorite thing to do is to convince people they have evil twins that are each other, because they can both think that they're the good twin, genuinely and truly,
great.
and it can like wreck them because they know there's so many beautiful potentials with atheists, but this isn't an atheist game.
I will say also, I think the evil team are playing really well.
They really
Ken
are.
has played a blinder. Holly's done a really good job of being a little suspicious early on, but managing to style it out. And it's that nice thing of, for some reason, I don't know if it's just a psychological thing, but if you suspect someone early on and then don't kill them, I find that people just tend to like move past them.
Yeah.
They get excited by the new. It's really interesting.
Yeah, Adam wants Holly dead, but I think it's mostly for a bit. And but no, it's really cool, and I think Ken is an excellent minion and really showcases one of the coolest things about being the only minion in play, is because he knew he was the only minion, he was able to do stuff basically to simulate other minions. If he wanted to.
Ken is a fantastic minion.
He's really, really good at not only owning his own role and playing it smart, but he's really good at just showcasing that. He didn't want to worry about someone thinking they were poisoned, so he didn't poison anyone the first day. Like there's really cool potentials there.
Smart.
But anyway, let's go see what
And then if it doesn't happen at the start, then people discount it, and it's really hard to bring it back into possibility late, because people have already written it off.
All right, let's go see what Ken's going to do this time.
Who should I go for today? Let's go for Dan today.
Dan, it is.
Okay.
Oh,
so,
that is beautiful.
To clarify, does that mean if he is killed by the demon, he won't?
His ability won't trigger,
farmer?
so no one will become a farmer. This would be a great time to kill him, because it might actually sell an atheist world to Dan himself.
Oh, that would be so good.
I'm not sure if Holly will. I don't know if Ken or Holly communicated this to each other. I was not a part of the conversation if they did.
Yeah, I didn't hear either
But
way.
it is beautiful, because if Holly doesn't know, or if they did communicate, this is a really excellent play. It also,
She's not got many options.
Yeah, and I think Ken is smart in the fact that Fortune Teller is going to be so bogus that even if it gets a yes right now, it might mean nothing tomorrow.
And also, the yes could well be because of Ken, according to Mara's information.
Yeah, but it also could be that we're just saying whatever we want. There could be poison, it could be drunk, there could be a lot of unknowns. So this is beautiful.
Yeah.
Let's go see what Holly's
storytelling
going to
is
do.
so fun.
It's great. I love co-storytelling with you too. It's been a blast.
Oh, it's brilliant. You're so good at this. It's brilliant.
Thank you. You too. All right, let's go poke at Holly.
Let's go poke at Holly.
This is going okay.
I think it's been a blast.
Great. At the end. Yeah. I mean, the problem is I feel like they will turn on me. There's enough information is too wrong, I think, for it to be atheist. I don't know. There's a lot of information that really doesn't add up.
Yeah. It's interesting. It's interesting, for sure.
Yeah. I think the poisoner really helps. I'd like to kill Tom tonight, please.
Tom?
Okay.
Yes,
Great.
please.
Okay, thank you so much.
All right.
Okay.
What does this mean?
And it's an interesting death for us. So it does take away someone that Ben was inherently not trusting of, but we also will never we still haven't had the farm returning. I'm curious if they'll go after Ken or Holly with that.
It's definitely getting to endgame now.
Yeah, and I was kind of hoping that Tom would play a more vocal role at the end. So that's pretty unfortunate. I actually think that could hurt Holly only in the sense that Tom might come out with being a politician now, pretty vocally.
I agree. He was drawing good heat, and he probably will not
wanted it
so much
and,
now.
Yeah, and so the only thing that it might do... I'm curious. We'll see how it goes. You can't control that.
Can you still win as a politician after you've died?
Yeah, so the politician is
dead.
on the good team. But he wins with, you can change alignment even if dead. So the politician can still throw the game and still win.
Oh, that's good.
And
he could still draw heat.
Yeah, so I hope, so he still has the choice to make to potentially switch team and do something dastardly. So there is a chance he doesn't come out as politician. There's still a chance that he comes out as politician, especially if he doesn't fully understand that bit of it. But we will see. Mara is not poisoned at all, so it's going to be true based on what Mara
And there
picks.
are no red herrings left, so...
but Mara could still pick Brooke if she wanted to. So, yep,
That's true.
That's where we're at. All right, let's see.
Okay. Hello, Mara.
Oh no, I'm still alive.
You're still alive.
You sure are.
I'm being set up, but I don't know if it's by you or by somebody else. Cool.
Who are your choices, Mara?
Let's go Holly and Tom.
With Holly and Tom, you get a yes.
Cool, man.
All right. I'm Mara.
Great to hear it. Love to hear it. So happy. Never been happier. Thanks.
Bye. Okay, that's great. I actually do think it's good that Mara's only gotten yeses.
Yes, that's really good. I was a bit worried when she chose those two.
Yeah, 'cause
but then
it was-
she keeps picking a duo, one of whom dies, the other
Yeah.
and the other looks sus.
Which
so.
will throw suspicion on Holly, but no more than Ken. And actually might just... it could convince Mara of an atheist world.
Yes,
again,
and I think
like,
she's very sus of the fact that she's still alive, which is really useful.
Because, very, like, truly the most powerful information-getting ability on this script.
Yeah.
So, and we've had nothing else trigger. We haven't had a farmer trigger. We haven't had any of those. And so this is going to be interesting. I'm really curious what will happen with Tom's death. I was so hoping that Holly would pick Dan, if I'm being honest. I was really,
Yeah, me too.
really
I really
gunning
wanted
for
that.
it.
Good morning, everyone. You toddle over in a festive manner to the town square, expecting... I mean, at this point, you're expecting death, and you are rewarded for such expectations as you see someone nailed to the Christmas tree, just limbs akimbo, like a Jesus Christ, but Christmassy. And as
Jesus
you
Christ,
examine,
but Christmassy.
Non-Christmas Jesus.
You would.
Oh, if only we could make Jesus more Christmassy.
But instead of nails as his stigmata, you see large, white and red striped candy canes piercing the body to the tree. It feels heretical to me, but hey, I'm not. I'm just saying what I'm seeing. Tweet me at elfakador if you have any problems with anything I've said. And the corpse that is pierced to this festive tree, this horrible holiday massacre, is none other than Tom.
Interesting.
That is interesting because Tom was my #1 candidate for demon.
That does kind of check out.
Should we have a chat, Tom?
No, let's hear who Tom was, please. New demon?
We'll see. We'll see. I need to talk to Brooke after I've spoken to Holly.
Okay.
But you don't want to tell us who you are.
Right.
You want to talk to Holly first. Holly, the confirmed outsider on the script. Just to double check. To double check.
It's important.
Holly, it sounds like Tom didn't
important.
listen to your desperate plea to not be made into the demon.
Yeah.
No, we have other business. We have.
I'm
other
sure you
business.
do.
You'll see it. You'll see it, and you'll know.
You can trust us.
No, we can't.
Cry out
Not
loud.
this.
Oh my god.
I'm going to press X on that one.
Oh, good. So they're really going to think I'm the demon now. Great. Cool. Oh, don't come. Fuck you both, Carly and John.
Okay.
listening.
We both know what you're here for. I'm gonna ask you some questions. And I'm going to give you a Yu-Gi-Oh character to answer those questions in the voice of. Does that sound alright?
Okay, that sounds fine, yeah.
Previously on Yu-Gi-Oh!
So we're going to start with Joey.
Yeah.
Can you confirm who you are?
I'm the saint, Tom! I'm the saint!
Is this your Brooklyn voice?
It's my Joey voice.
Joey's from Brooklyn, right?
Kinda. He's like somebody who's heard of Brooklyn.
You know what? That is the best description of Joey's accent I've ever heard. Someone who's heard of Brooklyn.
There we go.
Marking them as evil.
Or just doing a bit.
Mara, I
Or a
think you're
bit,
drunk,
yeah.
pal. I think you've been on the Coburn whiskey.
I've got a yes on 6 different people, Adam.
Yeah.
You're on the sauce.
Did you get a yes
Either
on?
you're drunk or it's an
Did you get a yes on
atheist
Tom and
game.
Holly?
Of course I got a yes on Tom and Holly. We knew I'd get a yes on Tom and Holly, and I did.
Alright.
Who's your favourite member of his 3 best friends?
Of Yugi's, probably Joey, to be fair. It is probably
Why Joey?
I think he's the only likable one of the group.
Really? I would say
Probably.
that is it Tia? Is the other one?
Tia, I feel like Tia... I love Tia a lot, but I don't think she's as 3-dimensional as Joey. Probably.
So, worldviews. We have a demon that moves because there are loads of outsiders. We could have a Vigor who killed their minion the first day, which points to you, Adam, as a potential poisoner. Or we could have an Atheist game.
But have enough rules been broken, or like anything seemed untoward to?
There needs to be some sort of
game?
hint, which might be the outsiders, but I don't know.
I don't think we have a poisoner because I was Ceramad several
yes.
days in a row,
I mean,
including yesterday.
If this
What actually are you, Ken?
I'm the saint.
Ken, you're our Serenovus, aren't you?
No.
I mean, I think what I've seen so far makes me feel that Tia is the sensible one. And because they're the sensible one, whenever I get a little tired of Joey or a little tired of Tristan, my heart just goes back to Tia and think, you know what, Tia, you're manageable in large chunks in a way that Joey and Tristan are not.
Absolutely, that's true. But they also split each other up quite evenly, which is nice.
Yeah, it's a good team. Speaking of good teams, you and I are a good team because we're both on the level.
Yeah, for definite. Because unless you are, like, the only world in which they're building right now is that you're the Fangu and that you've jumped to me. Now, we know that's not true.
We know that's not true. I did what you asked of me the first time we spoke, and I made sure you were not kept safe at night.
Thank you for that. Yeah, you now know why. I was trying to hide for a little bit longer to see if I could get out the game.
I'm gonna be completely honest with you, Ken. If you are on the good team, and this is an Atheist game, you are the only thing that is gonna cause us to lose, because your existence as someone who's being made mad and whatnot is evidence of there being an evil team at play. So if you're just being wacky or whatever, now's the time to tell us.
I'm not.
I realise you're doing this for the content, but I would like to win, Ken. I'm here to
I think
win.
he's not.
Ken.
I think he's been made mad again today, so...
I'm the saint today. I'm the saint. I've always been the saint. Not just today, every fucking day.
Okay, cool.
I am suspicious of Adam.
Of Adam?
Because I don't think Adam is the monk.
Okay, all right. So do you think Adam could have been? Because honestly, my world now is I think we're in an Atheist game. There's just too much that doesn't add up, and I think we're all kind of turning on each other a bit. I think my only real question mark is what's Ken doing. But of the alive people, I have like no problem with any of them really.
Okay.
So if this is an Atheist game, then Brooke's information is incorrect because both Adam and Sullivan are townsfolk.
Yes.
Can I say, it makes no sense that Tom desperately needs to talk to the Saint.
Yeah.
It makes no sense.
No, not at all.
No
Not at all.
sense.
If
I would love to know what they're talking about.
Sullivan and Adam could be on opposite teams because Adam could be the Serenovus that was killed by the Vigor the first day. That's another possible worldview.
yeah,
That is
possibly.
Look, you were also next on his list to speak to. Do you know why?
I have no idea.
I'm not as convinced we're in an Atheist game.
Okay.
I think potentially our evil team might be Adam and Ken. I think Ken is quite a reckless person, and so Ken nominated himself, right, on the first day as the Goblin. Is that correct?
Yeah.
I mean, that seems like the kind of thing Ken would do, and it seems like the kind of thing which no one is going to go for on day one, because it's day one, we got loads of time, and it also seems like it's a way to lean into the way that someone who's nominated on the first day and isn't successfully killed often tends to last a lot longer.
Should we head back to town then? Because right now they all are now going to 100% believe that you Fangu jumped to me.
I mean,
because everybody's just stayed in town.
then we've got to make them trust us, Ollie.
It's right. How do we explain Mora's information if there is an evil team in this game? It has to be a poisoner, right?
Yeah, I have to be poisoned or drunk.
Drunk.
Because Sullivan has to be the drunk.
Oh yeah.
If there's an evil team in this game.
So I have to be poisoned.
Marionette and I'm demon. That's a possible world.
That's been in my head the whole time, Ken. Don't worry.
Careful though, Ken. Since the Serenovus is making you mad, you don't want to claim to be a demon.
I'm not claiming to be a demon. I'm not a demon. I'm
He's
the
just
saint.
putting forward worlds that can't possibly be true because he's the saint.
I'm the saint.
Oh my gosh.
What
So yeah,
is the dead Fangu and the Fangu talking about for this? I can't
Yeah,
genuinely
this-
like that's the
this
thing.
is-
That's the
this
thing that
is
makes
so
no
shady.
sense.
Yeah.
Like, if
Like-
Holly
Okay.
doesn't want to be executed, this is the opposite way to achieve that. I would really like to hear from Tom and Holly, because Holly, if you really are the saint, going for an extended private chat in the dying embers of the game with Tom was the opposite way to convince me not to vote
It
for
was
you.
tricky.
Yeah, well, I mean, we made a commitment, me and Tom, that
Holly,
we were going
you-
to. Oh, go on.
Oh no, you go for it, mate. You go for it.
We made a commitment before the game started that we would have an extended Yu-Gi-Oh chat at some point during the game. And
No.
honestly, it was worth it.
No.
No to this
no.
bit. No
No.
to this bit. No.
I
No,
know
but if
what
that
it
is
is.
true.
No.
Don't let those bits take you away from the bidness. That's a
Favorite-
rookie error.
I mean, famously, Holly has done this before.
Yeah, I wouldn't do something like that. I mean, I am the saint. There's nothing I can do about being the saint. I'm quite a quiet game. I feel like everyone really genuinely believes I'm the saint.
I think you're about to be a
Okay.
dead saint, Holly, because
Nominations are open.
I think we should sleep tonight.
Yeah, let's kill that
Yeah.
one. Because both Evil Team and Storytellers have now got a very difficult choice to make, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean-
100%.
I'd
that-
like
it-
to hear. Oh, sorry, go for it, Sol.
if that was genuinely why you both went off for a chat,
That's incredible.
that's fucking insane. That's
You
fucking
guys.
insane.
Fuck me.
I both
okay, so
to
to-
support it. Like,
To clarify the chat a little bit, we did have a pre-agreement that we would talk a little bit about Yu-Gi-Oh, and we did talk a little bit about Yu-Gi-Oh, but we also had a chat about worldviews, and I would like to hear from the people of the town. I would just like to hear, because I'm at the moment unsure. I've spoken to people who seem pretty hard. This is an atheist game. I'm not certain. I have my suspicions of who the evil team might be, and I'd just like to hear a little bit about who other people might think the evil team are. Who don't we trust? Who don't we like? Who do we want to
I think
kick
it's
out?
mainly me and you,
Okay,
Tom.
hang on. If possible, right? You had your Yu-Gi-Oh chat, but I think the price for your Yu-Gi-Oh chat is you don't hear our theories, because right now there's a strong suspicion on Holly, so we don't want to give Holly more information, because right now it looks like there's a difficult choice for the demon to make in the night.
Yeah.
I'm more than happy to exchange worldviews tomorrow, but
Yeah.
actually.
Holly-
Suspicious team coming back in and saying like, "Hey gang, who's the most suspicious person?" So we don't kill them in the night. I just think we should not feed you that information. It's
Holly
not
might
helpful to us.
might still believe that I'm the fortune teller, so that's
I don't think there's
I
anything
would-
suspicious about wanting to hear what people have to say.
is
I'm
there a
interested in
Yu-Gi-Oh
how you
card
all feel.
for like no?
it's a trap
Can
card.
Tell us
Can
what you are,
say
Tom.
who you are, Tom?
I can tell you tomorrow.
That's fair.
Okay,
That's
well,
fair.
Alrighty.
fine.
If I don't
fine,
hear-
fine,
it's
okay.
really-
If I don't
No,
have a
okay, I'll tell you.
nomination in the
I
next
will
10
tell
seconds,
you.
we are
I will
bringing
tell
it to
you
a
who I am
close.
right now.
Okay.
So I am this game's monk. I am the actual monk of this game. I've been protecting Dan the entire game, which I said I would do from day one.
That's not what I asked you to do.
You weren't the pixie.
No.
Yeah,
I
then you
personally think the evil team is you and Ken.
Tom has just lied to the town.
I think that both of you are the monk, and this is an atheist game.
That's my thinking as
Oh
well.
no!
That is
I
I
possible.
did-
need
did-
nominations in the next 5 seconds, or we're going to final day.
I did
Let's go
request
final
to
day.
stay alive during the day. I didn't request to stay alive at night.
Well, I gave you a bit of extra, mate. You're welcome.
Jesus
One.
Christ.
Final call for nominations.
2 monks, 1
Alrighty.
cup.
2 monks and 2
Over life
saints.
and dignity.
2
With that,
saints.
Raven Wickler,
2 monks.
2
you have
saints.
chosen to execute no one today. Good night, Ravenswood.
Good night, bastards.
Ah, John!
Oh
You got
my
it down to
God,
a
Carly,
final
this is so
3.
good.
This is beautiful. I'm really enjoying this game. This has been fun.
This has been so cool. So
Yeah.
I'm really worried that Holly is going to kill Dan. which is going
I think
to
so, but I
then-
think Ken might actually keep his poison, which would be beautiful, actually, because I think that could sell an Atheist game. Again, we shouldn't be rooting for the evil team. We're impartial here, but also,
I'm
I think,
100%
I actually think
I'm
that,
rooting for the team that isn't Daddy Ben, which in this case is the evil team.
Yeah, I think leaving Mara alive is actually not a bad thing for Holly, because Mara has the most bad information. So if they were going to solve a different evil world, Mara's a great person for that, because Mara's basically created part of the Atheist game, right?
Yes. So the ideal would be for Dan to be killed, but for Ken to poison Dan, right?
I think so, because I think I'd like to see. I think Dan is the least interesting as a demon candidate, and no one is going to become a farmer. And so I think it is quite strong. If it works out, we'll see if they do it though.
So if Dan is killed without being poisoned, do we then do nothing? Like he just dies?
If Dan is not chosen to be poisoned, then someone that's good becomes a farmer.
So that has to be Mara.
No, it doesn't have to be someone good who's alive.
Oh, okay.
We can wake up anybody and tell them that they're a farmer now.
Okay, because it would be unfair to take Mara's
and
ability
granted,
away.
we as an Atheist game could choose to do that. That would be pretty rough. I think Ken knows that he's the farmer, and he knows the rest of the circle is just a farmer and a fortune teller. I'd be surprised if Ken didn't pick Dan. Today.
Okay.
So I think we're in an okay spot. Also, regardless, this has been one heck of a game, and Evil has done really well, especially given that the demon was nominated without anywhere to go day one.
Oh my god, yeah. No, I'm absolutely loving this. It's so cool.
I'm really just so surprised that Ben hadn't considered the fact that he could be a poisoned person, or that Tom could, but we'll see how that goes. Yes, and we're going to take it nice and slow today because it's still potentially an Atheist world.
Oh, it's definitely an Atheist game.
Yeah, obviously. We're going to be dead. It's going to be great. All right. Let's go to Ken. Hi, Ken.
Hi.
Hello, Ken.
How's it going?
It's going well. How are you?
What a spicy day.
Who are you poisoning today?
Good. I'm ready.
so
I'm ready
spicy.
for the final poison.
And who will it be?
Let's go for Dan. Let's hope Holly does kill him. And then Blus Farmer. That'll be fun. We haven't coordinated, so it might not happen. But
alrighty, let's do it.
All right. Thank you, Ken.
Let's, as if I'm on the team. You can tell what we love in this.
Yeah.
We're just
okay, this is good. I'm totally
to be fair.
Okay, so phase 1 is complete.
Phase 1 is
Dan has
complete,
been
but I will
poisoned.
say, for those watching, as a storyteller, your job is to create an interesting and balanced game, and we've typically done that. We're honestly not playing as Atheist, so
Unless you have a rival.
We love fun.
Unless
fun
you have
bits.
a direct rival who is playing the game, then you have my permission
Which
to
is
screw
Ben.
them over. My official Pandemonium Institute permission to screw them over as best
The
you can.
saddest thing is that Ben just can't nominate us, but we'll see if they go for it. Anyway, we're moving on, and we are gonna hop over to Holly.
Me genuinely having a chat with an innocent person has completely ruined my reputation.
Yeah, it's been a rough
The amazing
one.
thing is, I popped in and you were talking about Yu-Gi-Oh!
We're talking about you.
That's why I left. It was incredibly boring, and so I went back to the town.
We can tell them that
So,
later.
it's funny. It is really funny. Because Tom is good, and just by association with Tom, everyone thinks I'm evil. But that's fine. Okay, I don't know why this is as hard a decision as everyone thinks it is. I'm going to keep Ken alive, because voting, although he'd still get a vote anyway, but I'm still going to keep him alive. Dan, I currently believe, could be the farmer, so I'm going to keep him alive, otherwise Ken or Mara will become the farmer. But I'm going to kill Mara and hope that Mara is not the farmer.
Okay.
All right. Sounds good. So Mara's going to be off the radar. At this point, Holly won't have heard... but Dan already told Holly, and that was discussed, so I'm not really sure what the town will make of it as much. But I do think there's still a world in which they might believe that it's an Atheist game. I think it'd be a slightly better sell tomorrow.
I think Ken will do a great job of misleading as well, so they might still squeeze a victory. I mean, the fact is that 2 out of the 3 remaining voters are evil, which is really good.
And the truth is they don't have more information. They're not getting Mara's read.
Yes.
They just simply have to decide, is it Holly, or is it someone else, or is it an Atheist game? And I wonder if their desire not to lose to you and I will get the better of them.
I know. I think that's it.
And
I think
quite
Ben is going to
truthfully,
push Atheist.
The hard bit here is their justification for Holly is that it's a Fangoo game, and the numbers don't add up. So I'm really curious how they'll piece this together, because I'm curious what Ben will think. and what Ben
Yeah,
will
if they're
say.
right for the wrong
and-
reasons, that'll be fascinating.
Yeah, but either way, great game through and through.
Great, and we're getting down to the last three, which is
Yep.
my favourite way
Beautiful.
for it to be. Hello, everyone, and welcome. It is Christmas morning. The day has finally arrived. You are here in Ravenswood Bluff. Those of you who have survived, thank your lucky stars that you're ready to open the amazing parade of presents that have been laid under the huge Christmas tree in the town square. You are quivering with excitement. And as you walk, as the three of you remaining survivors walk into the village square, you see, oh no, you see a pair of boots sticking out from under a huge snowball. A pair of boots clearly belonging to a crushed person. And as you look at the snowball, you notice this is no ball. It has so many sides, and you count them. 1, 2, 3. So many sides. 4, 5, 6, all the way up to 20. It is a 20-sided snowball that has crushed someone, and that person who has been crushed is Mara. Mara, crushed by a massive snowball, has been killed, which means this is it. This is your last choice. Who's it gonna be?
Those boots, by the way, are Doc Martens with rainbow laces.
Oh.
Well, gang, I genuinely and truly and honestly believe it is between Holly and John and Carly.
I think it's an atheist game.
Yeah. I just don't understand why. I think atheist at this point, but I just don't see enough rules have been broken.
I don't see
unless that's
atheists at
part
this
of
point.
it.
I don't
They're
like.
well,
I feel like
I'll tell you what.
We've got two monks.
Let me,
right? That's
let me
pretty
give
atheistic.
you
that's
the
true.
pitch for why I think this is an atheist game. We've got two people claiming monk, and both of them seem pretty sincere about it. Sullivan, I don't think, would have just come out on day one shouting atheist if he was actually an evil player. And in this case, he would have had to be a minion, because he would have known if he was a demon, he would have got executed immediately. So Sully reads legit to me. I think that Ken's just been repeatedly told to be mad about things for the entire game.
Maybe.
I think that both of you are the monk, because you both seem legit. We don't have anywhere near enough outsiders for the characters that we've got in play, unless this is a Vigor Mortis game, which I think is quite unlikely. I think my fisherman advice was intentionally put there to try and lead us towards Tom by the storytellers. I think that the same thing has happened with the balloonist, whose information is on two townsfolk. And Mara has got 85,000 yeses as a fortune teller.
I only have 6 in a 9-player game.
If Evil have managed to do this, then fair play, you've done very well and you've earned the win. But I personally think this is an atheist game.
I don't.
With that, I will
particularly buy
say
it.
that nominations are open.
Adam, why don't you vote?
I don't buy the Yu-Gi-Oh chat. I really don't. I think there's been a Fangu pass.
You will watch it. That's all I'm saying. We literally genuinely had a Yu-Gi-Oh chat.
We also talked about game stuff as well.
We did, but as Yu-Gi-Oh characters.
Okay, if it's a Fangu pass, I'm trying to work this out. So, Adam, you died first in the night, and you are claiming to be the monk.
Yeah.
I died second in the night. I know I'm the balloonist. You don't have to believe me. But so I'm a possible candidate for a Fangu pass, potentially. And then who was the third person who died
Tom
in the
died.
night?
Tom.
Tom died. So then Tom...
Sorry. No, continue, Brooke.
If it's a Fangu, how many outsiders do we have?
Daddy Ben's our politician, is my guess. Leading the charge against
We'd have
an
to have
atheist
4.
game.
Tom.
We have to have 4 outsiders, right?
For Fangu, yeah.
F. Brooks.
That is a lot.
Yeah.
And I'm one of the outsiders. So, like, the idea that I don't know. I think that's the idea that it's a Fangu jump.
Here's my potential list of outsiders: Drunk Sullivan, Ben politician, you as a legit saint, and Ken is our mutant.
So, Adam, if I'm the politician, why am I not pushing on Holly, who is either the demon, therefore I'll win, or the saint, therefore I'll win?
Because you're pushing for another way for your team to lose.
But it's the most likely way for me to lose if I do that. It literally makes no sense at all for me to be the politician.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like, okay, meta cards on the table. The most perfect revenge John can have on you, Daddy Ben, is making a drunk atheist. It's the best gotcha I think that John has at his disposal, which is why I've kind of spent most of this game thinking that Sullivan's drunk, and been making everything work from there. It's possible that I'm just a hammer in search of a nail, but that's my thought. I'd love to hear more.
Can I ask you a quick question of Tom?
Yeah, sure.
Tom, before you went to chat to Holly about Yu-Gi-Oh, you said when you got back you wanted to talk to Brooke.
You did say that.
And why did you do that? Why?
Because Brooke is one of the people I implied monk to earlier in the game.
Okay.
Yeah, this is true.
That answers my follow-up question, which was who did you mention monk to? Okay, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, implied monk to.
I worked out that Tom was the monk. We had a conversation where Tom asked what he could do for me, and I went. We went round in circles for a little bit, and then I went, if you're the monk, don't protect me. We had that conversation. Because I was like, I'll keep Farmer open, I'll keep Saint open, and then I was basically outed as Saint end of day one, just trying to keep...
Ken, what are you today?
I don't... I'm the monk.
Sure.
Yeah, I've been the monk the whole game. I'm the monk, so we have 3 monks.
That's too many monks.
It is mechanically impossible for Holly to be the Fangu right now if Brooke is telling the truth.
Because we wouldn't have enough outsiders.
Yeah, if we've got a balloonist and a Fangu, that means we need 4 outsiders. At most, I can see 3, and that's Sullivan, a drunk atheist, Ken, a potential mutant, and Holly the Saint.
I'm not a mutant.
Yeah, in that world, it's as far as I'm concerned, it is not mechanically possible for this to be a Fangu game.
What a thing a politician might say. What a thing a politician
Once again,
might
I
say.
just want to remind you that it would be way easier for me to just kill Holly as a politician.
I think you'd have
way
more trouble
easier.
convincing us than the
God.
atheist claim.
Thing is, Adam, I know you're good because you would be agreeing with me if you were evil.
Ben, quickly, we're talking about mechanics and like it's mechanically impossible, blah blah blah. If it is an atheist game, surely anything is possible.
If it's an atheist game, then Holly is not the Fangu because we have no evil team.
Yeah.
But would they not? Okay, right. Holly wouldn't just believe that she was.
No, there's no evil tokens
No evil
in an
token
atheist game.
Gotcha.
No one gets an evil token.
Unless
The only
they're a
rule.
lunatic, but there's no lunatics in the script, so it's fine.
It is mechanically impossible for this to be a Fangu game.
I think it's an atheist game at this point. To be
I think it's an atheist game, yeah.
Here's
I
the
think
thing.
it's Holly.
We've got
When
2
I-
monks.
when
It's
I
an
s-
atheist game.
We've got 3 monks, thank you.
Sorry, Ken. We've got 3 monks. It's an atheist game.
I spoke to John, and he said he was going to try and crush us, and before the game, and I think this is how he's done it.
So you were picked last night because Holly the Saint is the main demon candidate, so they can't pick them. Dan the farmer would cause someone else to become a farmer, so they can't pick them. And Ken's just too chaotic to be worth picking. So you're the one person that no one was going to execute today.
Okay. I just thought it would be a 50-50 between Holly and an atheist, no matter what. But no matter what, so we might as well. Yeah, fair enough.
Though.
Or Ken could still be
Okay.
the demon.
Ken could be the demon.
Don't entertain that
Nominations
one.
are open.
Why?
Can you? Yeah, because I'm looking
how
at
can I
the
be
I'm
a
looking at the board. I'm looking at the board and I'm seeing we've got, well, as of now, Holly and Ken both potential demons, and then little old me. So really, I'm the one nominating between the 2 choices.
You're still thinking as though this is definitely a game that has an evil team in it, and
No,
it just
this
isn't.
is right.
Daddy Ben, I think you're the one being tricked. I think this is a trick on you. John, I think this is John's trick. This is his horrible Christmas trick on you, Daddy Ben. I beg you to go for Holly.
I am happy to believe that there is a demon in this game, but it isn't a Fangu, so it must be a Vigor Mortis. So if we're going to build worlds with a demon, you need to build Vigor Mortis worlds.
But it could be a Fangu.
So in a
We could just
in a
have
Vigor
a
Mortis
politician
world.
that's hiding, right? It could be Mara. Mara's been leading us down the garden path with so many.
Adam seems so many right now.
If there is a politician hiding right now, you are going to lose. You have not done enough. So if you are the politician, tell us.
I think Adam might be the Vigor killed Saranovis.
Yeah.
That's possible.
Which means that Holly is the Vigor?
No, Adam is defo
Adam's
good.
not evil because
he's
he
pushing.
wouldn't be arguing again. If he was evil, he would be. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Adam is definitely good.
So, 1 minute. A Vigor removes... a Vigor removes an outsider, a balloonist puts one in. So in a Vigor world, we would have
3.
You and Sullivan are the 2 outsiders.
the 2. We'd have 2.
Yeah.
I don't get where the outside account is wrong argument is coming from, because there's loads of outsiders that would want to remain hidden.
Okay, so let's go through the outsiders, Adam. Yeah, as we're seeing it in a world where there's a Fangu and Sullivan is drunk. Holly the Saint is an outsider. Sullivan the drunk atheist is an outsider. I guess you've got to include Ken as a mutant to make it work, and we still need one more outsider. Now, if it's a snitch, they would have told us. If it's a politician, I assume they would have told us by this point.
And
so
the
only other option is damsel.
Right?
So one of these 3 living players must be the damsel in that situation, because a dead damsel would just tell us right now.
Yeah.
So, but Ken can't be both the mutant and the damsel. And Holly is already an outsider.
Not an outsider.
That means
I'm not an outsider.
if there is a damsel in this game, then all of the minions should just guess Dan, because it's not Holly and it's not Ken.
I'm having a great time, everyone. I'm having such a great time.
I've officially said my piece. I think it's Holly. I can't nominate, and I won't vote for Atheist. But like, I bet you actual human real life money that this is not an Atheist game.
Hey, do you know what? If this isn't an Atheist game, fair play, well done to
Who
storytellers.
should we nominate as 3 if in either case? If in
that's
case
what I
there's an
wanna
evil
know, 'cause
team,
I don't-
what order should we do this?
And we all just froze.
I'm just trying to think of like. Because I do see all the arguments for it. I'm kind of swaying towards the atheist argument, but I'm just trying to because there's kind of one shot. I'm trying to work backwards from the idea that if Holly, it's this one long chat, and I know that we might watch it and it actually was about Yu-Gi-Oh, but like I'm just sort of taken by.
Can't get over it.
You know, Holly knowing me the whole time, not going for me.
Literally about you.
But it was about Yu-Gi-Oh.
Dan, if Holly knows what you are, she's not going to kill you in the night.
This is what I mean. So that's you know why I'm still around.
Is Ken just the demon who's?
So
been
I'm
there
wondering
this
if
whole
Holly's
time?
Vigor Mortis and then who is the one minion? That's what I'm saying. Trying to create the worldview that Holly is Vigor Mortis and work backwards from that before deciding who to nominate, because it's kind of a one and done situation. Because you know, if it turns out that it is Holly and Ken on the evil team, I've got one. Well, if it's Holly and Ken on the evil team, I'm done anyway, right?
If it's an atheist game and we get the chance to nominate John and Carly, do dead votes count?
Yes.
Yes, it's a normal execution.
Yeah. Regular nomination in every way.
It's a vote.
Yep. You can put us on the block just the same.
Jesus
But
Christ.
dead votes will still be spent in the same way.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Normal execution.
I mean, I.
You think we
know
would
I'm
break
the same.
those rules?
That would be that would make it impossible for us to win.
The execution doesn't go
This
through.
has been an elaborate prank. There is no game.
Since the very beginning. I mean, it's felt like an elaborate plank. It's felt like an elaborate plank. I mean, since the.
Look at this decorated plank.
What did you just call me?
Since the beginning, I have known that I've been the Saint since the very beginning, and I have also kind of believed that it was an atheist world, but it's something I would always leave till the end. I think the 2 monks thing does it. I think the outside account is fucking me all the way up. I don't understand it.
3 monks.
I think there's a possibility. 3 monks, Ken. My apologies. I have a feeling there might only be one outsider.
3 wise
and
monks.
I think it might just be me. I have a feeling there is one outsider, and it's literally just me. I have a feeling. So I really believe it's an atheist game, but of course, I can't see a world. I'm trying to work out who. I don't think it can be a Fangu game. I'm trying to work out who the Vigor
why won't you
Mortis
nominate
is
them, Holly?
in a Vigor Mortis world? I'm happy to. I think if I do it, people are less likely to go for it. And I
Once
want
that
to know
nomination
what we want
happens,
to do as a town.
we're locked into a
Yeah.
bunch of nominations.
I'm happy to. I'm happy to nominate myself. I'm happy to nominate you, Dan, or Ken. I'm happy to nominate anyone because I know that I'm the Saint. But because I'm the Saint and I've got no info, I've got to really leave it to you guys and for you guys to make your decision.
Happy to nominate.
There's nothing really I can support, but I'm happy to be a vessel for nominations. My gut, what I want to do, because I think it's the right answer, is nominate the storytellers.
Okay.
But I only want to do that if we're all set on it.
We can't control you.
I am only going to vote
Also,
for storytellers.
I just think my meta is that it's the holiday season and that we've got an Atheist game, which I fucking think is delicious. I like that.
Would John and a Jew do that to you?
No way. This is not an Atheist game. I'm willing to look so stupid. This is not an Atheist game. I've never felt more strongly.
It wouldn't be the first time, Adam.
Bring it on.
When you watch that Yu-Gi-Oh chat.
I'm really looking forward to those
Okay,
YouTube comments.
I would like to nominate Carly and John, please. I can't believe I'm getting to be the one that does this.
Somebody had to.
I will.
You said right at the
proctor.
beginning you weren't a coward.
I will let Holly accuse, and I will let John defend.
Oh my god.
I have thought in the back of my mind that this could be an Atheist game from a bit of the info that came out on day 1 and day 2, but I was not going to push on it at all until it came to this final day. I think looking at all the info, it looks like an Atheist game. I don't think it can be a Fangu game at this point, and I know I'm not the Vigor Mortis, which seems to be the world that people are building when it's a Vigor game. I am the Saint Nicholas. Here we go. Fuck you, storytellers.
Should we?
John, would you like to speak up on our behalf?
Do it, you cowards.
Oh, I will.
Should we make this beatable?
This is too
Everyone?
many hands.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
That's
worried
why
this is too many
I
hands.
feel like, especially the dead votes, I only have one.
we should.
John, what?
So is
what
it
was
only
the event?
dead?
All right, friends. You need 2 to put John and I on the block. Starting the vote in 3, 2, 1.
How many do we want on this?
We've got 3 monks, guys. It's an open and shut
Yeah.
case.
I'm slightly worried about there being 3. I can put my hand up again if need be.
I think 4 is
4 is
slightly
easy
better
to
than
beat.
3.
I nominate Holly then. Give us the option.
All right. Ken has nominated Holly.
Yeah, we should have this option. There's a world where Dan is the demon, but it seems
there
like
isn't.
well, there's no
Right.
information that clears you actually in this game. But I've gone for Holly, as everyone seems to think that Holly is probably the better one we can get more votes on, so I'm gonna do it.
All right. It is 4 votes to tie, which I do not recommend, friends, in the final round, and 5 to get Holly on the block instead of killing John and myself.
If you do this, we'll lose the game. For definite, because I'm the Saint. There is a possibility there is another demon. I can nominate if you want me to, but I am not your demon. I think we've got demons on the block.
I was just going to say, if Ken was evil, he wouldn't have done this. He would have let the atheists kill Stand. And if Holly is Ken's demon, he wouldn't have done this. He would have let the atheist kill Stand. So more worlds where we have a demon are being ruled out.
I have an answer to your question. If it's a Vigor, it's Brooke. Brooke is the minion. Because Brooke is the one that's is really putting our outsider count off base.
But so then, who's the Vigor? It's not Ken because he would have just done nothing.
Holly.
And it's not Holly.
Why is it not Holly?
Well, it could be Holly in that world, but then that would require us to have. If Brooke's the minion, then that would require us to have just one outsider. So then, what the hell's Ken been doing this whole game?
Ken business is my answer to that
I've
question.
been Sarah mad every day except today, where I am the monk.
That's why.
I mean, I will say about Brooke, not to throw you on the fire at all, but when I asked you about what your balloonist reads might be, you took a long time giving me that answer.
To be shady, because you were
Once
so
again,
shady.
once
Adam-
again, I'd like to point out that Brooke actually it has been trying. It actually her information disproved
The
it
atheist
lent
game.
to the idea of an atheist game. So
Yeah.
I think it's unlikely that
Yeah.
a minion would do that.
So also one more thing, Adam. If Brooke's the minion and Holly's the demon, why is Tom double claiming you?
My best guess, a
And why did me and
misunderstanding of
Tom
the
go for a
pixie.
chat?
If
we
he
bloody
knew
love
you was the
Yu-Gi-Oh,
pixie,
mate.
you would have said by now. Come on, Adam. Come on, please. For the love of God.
Ben, apologise to me after this game. It is not an atheist game.
Let's go.
I think
then.
it
Let's
is.
go.
I think it is an atheist
All right.
game.
4 votes are on John and myself, and it's 4 to tie and 5 to beat. We're starting the vote in 3, 2, 1.
Nobody's.
Oh my God, I think it is an atheist game.
Nobody's gonna vote on.
The theories around the demons don't make sense to me.
I've settled on atheist now, and on my head be
I've
it.
put a lot of chickens in this
2
basket
is not
right
enough.
now. I got a lot of respect riding on this.
Yeah, I'll nominate Ken.
Okay. Dan has nominated Ken.
I've nominated Ken because it is the season for giving, and I didn't want Ken to feel left out. So there you go, Ken. I don't think it's you. I am now sold on atheist. But I'm gonna have a long bath after this and think.
That's not a bad idea.
Thank you.
Alrighty. To tie is 4, to beat it is 5.
Okay.
Does Ken get defense?
I want defense.
Oh, Candy gets a defense. I'm so sorry.
the-
I'm just like, I'm
okay.
unraveling.
For the festive spirit, I will claim Goblin, and that's my defense.
All right.
Fucking hell.
Is it just Ken?
3, 2, 1.
I'm putting my hand up because it might be Ken.
I'm really curious as to why Adam's so certain. What do you know that we don't, Adam?
I think he might be a minion.
No, he wouldn't be arguing.
Nah,
He
you wouldn't
died
be.
first.
He would have voted for the storytellers.
I can't. Yeah, I can't make it work. I can't. And I can't make Ken being the demon and nominating their work.
You have chosen to execute John and myself. John, would you like to formally end it for us?
Yeah, okay. So the remaining of you, in fact the ghost as well, you all look up into the sky and you all adopt this filthy pagan ritual of Christmas a little too strongly for your deity's preferences, and you cast away your childish things and you all look up to the sky and you say, You did it, God! We killed God! And you know what happens, guys? You know what happens? Fuck all! Because there is no God! Which means my congratulations go to the evil team, because you have been here the whole time. There was no atheist. Yes! Adam, you were right. Ben, you were wrong.
I
It's a
have to hear
Christmas
how this
miracle.
went down.
Oh no, Ben, no
Oh
Ben.
my God.
There's
I
something we
nearly
have to
shit my
hear
pants. It was
first,
so
isn't
tense.
there, Ben? Ben, I believe there's something the entire town has to hear first.
Well, I want to hear how it happened first, Adam, because I think a mistake has been made personally.
Oh, you got a big plate of shit to eat, Ben. I can't wait.
Yeah, come on then, feed me my shit, and then I'll apologise.
Okay.
Let me hear how it went down.
John, who would you like to start with, my dear?
Who should we start
Should we
with?
start with
Mine's now-
Sullivan? Sullivan makes
Yeah,
sense.
we got to start with Sullivan.
The role you were all waiting for. Sullivan was indeed our drunk atheist.
Fuck's sake.
They won.
Fucking pricks.
Oh, Adam, I'm so happy for you, mate.
I'm
I'm so happy for you.
I'm
It is
fucking
Adam.
ecstatic.
As the minion.
There's
Good.
nothing better than losing and being right.
I know,
Dom
right?
Allen
Who cares about
methods.
winning? Being right.
I can think
Vindication
of
is the
one
real
thing
victory.
better, actually, Adam. I can think of one thing better than losing and being right.
Oh,
Holly,
no,
it
not for
was
me,
you.
Holly.
Oh, it was you, Holly. Oh.
Oh, hold on, let's wait.
Okay.
Let's wait for this delicious reel. Yeah.
I'm tempted to then go on to Brooke. So Brooke was indeed our balloonist, who did add an extra outsider into our game, and who correctly saw that Adam and Sullivan were essentially on 2 different types of roles, because while Sullivan was our drunk, Adam was our monk.
He was one of our 3 monks.
We will pop over then to Dan, who was indeed our farmer, who never procced once, was not targeted by our demon at any point in time, despite being poisoned fairly consistently by Ken towards the end, who was largely hoping that the demon would do so.
Oh, you played a blinder, Ken. It was so good.
Very
Ben
well
was
done.
our fisherman, who, in front of everyone, came to talk to us as he was on the block and learned not to necessarily trust Tom. Tom was your hidden politician. That number that confused enough of the outsider count to lead to an evil victory.
Called it.
Mara was indeed your fortune teller, who survived most of the game as one of the most powerful information-getting abilities. Mara correctly learned the first night that Sullivan and Ken were not the demon. Later picked Adam and Ben while Ken had poisoned Mara.
Yeah.
Then started to... after that, you picked... was that with Holly Tom?
No, Ken and Sullivan.
Then it was Ken and
Oh
Sullivan.
yeah, Ken and Sullivan again while still poisoned.
Yeah.
Then Holly and Tom when Ken decided to move poisoning to Dan for the rest of the game, and so you got an accurate yes on Holly. You were poisoned for most of the game and contributed largely to the world of the Atheist belief. Holly was indeed, it was indeed impossible for Holly to be our Fengu. Holly was our Vigor Mortis, who never once targeted her minion, who made it also to the end of the
Huge
game.
scenes from the evil team.
Yes, Ken.
Wow. Well played, Evil.
What a
Well done,
fun
evil
game.
team.
Oh my
Well
god.
done, Holly.
When Tom and Holly were talking, I jumped in and they were talking about Yu-Gi-Oh for so fucking long.
It wasn't that long. We
That's
barely covered the three
insane.
best friends. We didn't even get started on Pegasus.
It's 100% Yu-Gi-Oh chat. They weren't lying. It was so boring. I just went back to the village.
Yeah, and when you left, we talked about the game, mate.
I really thought that
Oh
was
my
why
God.
we
We did talk about the
were
game.
gonna lose, because I was still in the town square. Everyone was now talking about Holly being the demon. I was like, oh no, this is bad.
I was
Holly
aware.
execution.
Stupidest thing I'd done was have a chat with somebody who was genuinely good,
Yeah.
and I was like, I still would do it for the Yu-Gi-Oh chat. I would still do it.
I just leaned so hard into this meta of drunk atheist is the ultimate fuck you from John to Ben. Like,
Yeah,
Right.
and actually,
I know.
in my defense, or like I mean, you guys like it is the ultimate fuck you, but it was also like it was my pick. John was a little more gung ho for Atheist itself.
I-
And
yeah.
I was
Credit
like,
to
let's.
Evil there, though. That
Yeah.
was well played, Holly and Ken. You did a
Yeah.
stellar
Did a
job.
great
Yeah.
job, Holly.
Yeah.
I
Blinded.
thought
Oh,
you
and,
were
and
good.
Sullivan, we love you and we're sorry. We were really hoping Ben would be the drunk atheist. That
Oh, that would have been
That
phenomenal.
would have been the chef kiss, but it's good. It's good.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, I know I got a lot of, like, kudos for fucking over people, but yeah, Carly did most of the work. So massive, like, you were brilliant, Carly. It was so cool. Thank you for doing all of the actual hard work. And I just got to be petty and be sassy. So yeah, congratulations, Carly. That was fucking great. You did a brilliant job. So that brings us to the end of this very festive edition of No Rolls Barred Plays Blood on the Clock Tower. It's Christmas. Snuggle up with your family, with your friends, with your family and friends. Maybe grab a mug of warm cocoa and close those curtains, because you never know who might be tapping on your window pane. Ho ho ho, motherfuckers. Merry Christmas from all of us at No Rolls Barred. Wrap up in a cosy item and get on snood. That's all I've got.
Get on
I couldn't think of a single Christmas pun.
Dude.
That'll do
It's
it.
terrible.
Stay on
Top
Snood.
episode.